another week, another dungeon adventure. How is everyone today? I hope you're well. Thank you for those hosts, Dr. Ram and Colleen. Thank you for the host, my darlings. Whoop whoop. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are gonna do some more Deathtrap Dungeon. A new adventurer awaits. So what is Deathtrap Dungeon? Deathtrap Dungeon is a classic fighting fantasy book written by Ian Livingstone. It's in the style of a choose your own adventure, which means that the adventurer will be making choices as they go, making some decisions and battling some monsters. When they do battle those monsters, they'll be doing so with some simple d6. I, as the narrator, are going to be rolling for all of the monsters. The adventurer, of course, is going to be rolling for themselves. We're going to battle it out until one of us dies. And we'll just see what happens. Oh, shush, Colleen, shush. Shush now. Cool. So what are we doing? Who have we got? You're serious? Okay. I will be timing the runs, so I always forget to say this. I've forgotten to say it for the last couple of episodes, but I have applied some video game mechanics to this very simple book. I'll be timing each attempt, so the adventurer will get 3 lives, which means they'll get 3 attempts to go through and try to get out. I'll be timing each attempt, and their top attempt, their longest survival time will go on to a leaderboard. Now the time to beat is 2 hours, 41 minutes and 4 seconds. That is the longest survival time, but no one's made it out yet. No one. I'm desperate for someone to make it out. Now Dana, our adventurer from last week, almost did make it out. She was so close, but not quite. What do we think? Do we think this week's adventurer is going to make it out? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. Maybe. I mean, I almost made it out too. Colleen, I think Dana got further than you. That freaking diamond. She didn't find the diamond either. So what's in it for the adventurer? The adventurer will get to go on a wonderful adventure, of course. I will also send them a certificate at the end to congratulate them on either making it or dying. And if they do make it out, I'm going to give them a physical copy of the book. I'm going to send it to them. If no one gets out, then the person who holds the top time on the leaderboard will get the book. Now, I've waffled on for long enough, so I think it's time to meet our adventurer. Hello, adventurer.
Hello.
Hi. Who are you, please? Tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Dr. Ram, MD. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch, and right now I'm looking forward to spending some time in a dark, dank dungeon.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to have you in my dark, dank dungeon. I've given you a shout out there, so everybody please go and give Dr. Ram a follow. Now, tell us, who are you going to be playing today?
Well, my adventurer's name is Ram of Rhodes. He is a delightful, slightly naive bard, and he's looking to make some stories for himself because he's sung stories about enough other people up to this point. Now
it's time for you to be the hero of your songs. Cool. Tell us a little bit about your stats. What stats have you got, please? You've got your skill, your stamina, and your luck. Can you tell me what those are?
Well, I feel like my skill might be a little bit on the low side. So my skill, we have an 8. My stamina, I rolled a 20.
Nice.
And my luck, I rolled a 12.
Oh, very nice. Those are great stats. Fantastic stats. I mean, maybe not the skill, but...
Maybe not the skill.
But you might get by. So your skill is how skilled you are with a sword. So you're a little bit rubbish with the sword, to be honest. Maybe it's the first time you've picked one up. It's a little bit on there.
I'm a singer, not a fighter.
That makes sense. Now, I've got to say thank you so much for being here. It was kind of a last minute thing. And tell everyone, what time is it there for you, please?
Currently, I believe it just hit 7 in the morning. 10 after 7.
Oh my
So I've been
goodness.
up for a little while.
Okay. I would not want to be adventuring at 7 a.m. So thank you so much for being here. I've
My
also
pleasure.
got to say, now that we're doing the thank yous, I've also got to say thank you to Sirenscape for letting us use all of their wonderful sounds and sound effects. They're free, so if you want to go and check them out, it's just sirenscape.com, and you can have your own wonderful music and sound effects to accompany your games. Oh my god. Oh, Ubermat and Corpse, you're in as well. Hi guys, welcome in. Also, for those of you in chat, I've made a very special emote for people who are subbed at level 1. It's now a Go West emote, and you're going to be able to use it lots in these streams, so get those emotes, guys. Okay, so I've got a little bit of text to read for you before we start. So you're equipped for adventure with the bare minimum of equipment. You may find or buy other items during your travels. Yeah, you haven't got much. You've just got a sword, some leather armour and a shield, and you have a backpack to hold your provisions and any treasures you may come across. You have 10 provisions. They each restore 4 stamina, and you can have them at any time as long as you're not in battle. You may also take a bottle of magical potion with you on your quest. They may be taken at any time during your adventure except when in battle, and you can only choose one, so choose very wisely. You may take a potion of skill, which will restore all of your skill should you lose it. You can take a potion of strength, which will restore all of your stamina should you lose it. And you can take a potion of fortune, which restores all of your luck points and adds 1 to the initial luck. Now, usually you can never exceed your initial score, so your 8, your 20 and your 12, never rub those out because those are your initials. You can only ever go back up to them, never above, unless something specifically says otherwise. So would you like to take a potion of skill, a potion of strength, or a potion of fortune?
I feel like I should probably take the potion of skill. Just given that my stat is so low there, I feel like there's a better chance of me continuing onward if I can at least keep it at an 8.
Okay. If you would like to note that down, I mean, that's not the potion I would have chosen, but this is your adventure. If you'd like to note that down on, if you'd like to note that down on your adventure sheet underneath potions, you now have a potion of skill. And just a reminder, that will restore all of your skill points should you lose them.
Beautiful.
Now, there is only one true way through Deathtrap Dungeon, and it may take you several attempts to find it. So I assume that you're gonna make some notes, and I would advise that you make a map. Highly advisable to make a map. This map will be invaluable.
I've already got my notebook ready.
Yes! Notes and maps are where it's at. Making notes and drawing a map will allow you to investigate thoroughly and progress rapidly through to unexplored sections when you need to go through again. Not all areas contain treasure, many merely contain traps and creatures which you will no doubt fall foul of. Yes, that's my favourite part. Love killing adventurers. There are many wild goose chase passages, and while you may indeed progress through to your ultimate destination, it's by no means certain that you'll find what you are searching for. Now, the one true way involves a minimum of risk, and any player, no matter how weak on their initial dice rolls, should be able to make it through fairly easily.
Beautiful.
May the luck of the gods go with you on your adventure ahead, and may your stamina never fail. Now, do you have any questions before we begin?
No, I don't think so, actually.
Cool. Feel free to ask questions as we go. Let's get cracking. So I've got some background to share with you as well. This is how you ended up at Deathtrap Dungeon. So if you're ready, I am ready.
I am ready.
Cool. I
Let's
also
do this.
must say, you've got 3 lives. The chat can grant you a bonus life by donating £10. That's it. And you get 1 bonus life once we hit that goal. Cool. Right.
Perfect.
Let us go. Now, having seen one of Suckenvich challenges nailed to a tree, you decide that this year you will attempt the walk. For the last 5 years, you've been attracted to it not for the rewards, but for the simple fact that no one has ever made it out. You intend to make this the year in which a champion is crowned. Gathering up all of your belongings, you set off immediately. 2 days takes you west to the coast, where you enter the cursed Port Blacksand. But wasting no time in that city of thieves, you buy your passage on a small boat, sailing north to where the river meets the sea. And from there, you take a raft upriver for 4 days, finally arriving in Fang. The trial begins in 3 days' time and the town is in an almost hysterical mood of excitement. You register your entry with the officials and are given a violet scarf to tie around your arm, informing everyone of your status. For 3 days, you enjoy Fang's greatest hospitality and are treated like a demigod. During the long merriment, you almost forget your purpose in Fang, but the evening before the trial, the magnitude of the task ahead begins to dominate your thoughts. Later, you're taken to a special guest house and shown to your room. There's a splendid 4-poster bed with satin sheets to help you rest, but there is little time to sleep. Just before dawn, a trumpet call awakens you from vivid dreams of flaming pits and giant black spiders. Minutes later, there's a knock on your door, and a man's voice rings out saying, "Your challenge begins soon. Please be ready to leave in 10 minutes. You climb out of bed, walk over to the window, and open the shutters. Already people are thronging the streets, moving quietly through the morning mist, spectators on their way to the labyrinth, no doubt, hoping to find good vantage points from which to watch the competitors. You turn away and walk over to a wooden table on which your trusty sword lies. You pick it up and cut the air, wondering what beast its sharp edge may soon have to meet. Then you open the door into the corridor. A small man greets you with a low bow as you emerge from your bedroom. "Please follow me," he says. He turns to his left and walks quickly towards the stairs at the end of the corridor. Leaving your guest house, he darts down narrow alleyways between houses, and you soon have to walk quickly to keep up with him. Soon you come into a wide dirt road lined with cheering crowds. When they see your violet scarf, they cheer even louder and start showering you with flowers. The long shadows cast by the people in front of you shrink as the bright yellow sun rises higher in the morning sky. Standing there in front of the noisy and vibrant crowd, you feel strangely alone, aware of your oncoming ordeal. Suddenly you feel a tug on your shirt and see your small guide eagerly beckoning you to follow him. Ahead you see the looming hillside and the dark mouth of a tunnel disappearing into its inner depths. As you get closer, you notice 2 great stone pillars on either side of the tunnel entrance. The pillars are covered with ornate carvings, writhing serpents, demons, deities, each seeming to scream a silent warning to those who would pass beyond them. You see Baron Suckenvitz standing by the entrance, waiting to greet the contenders in the trial of champions. You count 5 others standing proudly in line, their violet scarves displayed for all to see. They're 2 bare-chested barbarians dressed in furs. They stand completely motionless, legs straight and slightly apart, arms thrust forward to rest on the hilts of their long, double-headed battle axes. A sleek elven woman with golden hair and feline green eyes is adjusting the crossbelt of daggers wrapped around her leather tunic. Of the 2 remaining men, one is covered from head to foot in iron plate armour with a plumed helmet and a crested shield. The other is cloaked in black robes. Only his dark eyes shone between the swathes of his black face scarves. Long knives and other silent death weapons hang from his belt. The 5 contenders acknowledge your arrival with almost imperceptible nods of the head, and you turn to face the exultant crowd for the last time. Suddenly, a hush falls over the crowd, as Baron Suckenvitz steps forward holding 6 bamboo sticks. You draw one from his outstretched hand and read the word 5th. Then the trial begins. The knight goes first. He salutes the crowd before disappearing into the tunnel, and is followed half an hour later by the elf. Next goes a barbarian, and then the dark assassin. Now it is your turn to salute the crowd. Holding your violet scarf aloft, you take one final deep breath of cool fresh air before turning to pass between the stone-pillared gateway into Suckenvitz's corridors of power to face unknown perils on the walk through the mighty Deathtrap Dungeon.
Ooh.
Okay. So I'm not going to start the timer just yet. I'm going to start the timer very soon at a particular point when you have to make your first choice.
Beautiful.
Okay. Are you ready to step into Deathtrap Dungeon?
I'm ready.
You're ready.
I am so ready. Let's do this.
I can't believe how ready you are for 7 a.m. in the morning. Eager beaver. Absolute eager beaver. Let's both have a little drinky.
Gotta represent my Canadian beavers out there.
Eager beavers. Eager Canadian beavers. Right, let us go. The clamour of the excited spectators gradually fades behind you as you venture deep into the gloom of the cavern tunnel. Large crystals hang from the tunnel roof at 20-metre intervals, radiating a soft light just enough for you to see your way. As your eyes gradually become accustomed to the near darkness, you begin to see movement all around. Spiders and beetles crawl up and down the chiselled walls and disappear quickly into cracks and crevices as they sense your approach. Rats and mice scurry along the floor ahead of you. Droplets of water drip into small pools with an eerie plopping sound which echoes down the tunnel. The air is cold, moist and dank. After minutes of walking slowly along the tunnel, you arrive at a stone table standing against the wall to your left. On it there are 6 boxes, one of which has your name painted on its lid. Do you wish to open the box or continue walking north? I'm going to start the timer there.
All right.
Open the box.
Let's take a peek in the box. Yeah, let's peek in it.
Why not? If you also want to note down the page numbers that I give you, that might also be really handy. You're going to open the box,
all right,
and we're going to turn to page 270. 270. Hi Crimea, hi Case the Joint. How are you both today? What's in the box? The lid of the box lifts off easily. Inside you find 2 gold pieces and a note written on a small piece of parchment which is addressed to you. After placing the gold in your pocket, you read the message which says, "Well done. At least you have the sense to stop and take advantage of the token aid given to you. Now I can advise that you'll need to find and use several items if you hope to pass triumphantly through my Deathtrap Dungeon. Signed, Succumbit." Memorising the advice on the note, you tear it into tiny pieces and continue north along the tunnel, turning to page 66. So you now have 2 gold pieces, so you can make a note of that on your adventure sheet. 66. After walking down the tunnel for a few more minutes, you come to a junction. A white arrow painted on one wall points west. On the floor you can see wet footprints made by those who entered before you. It's hard to be sure, but it looks as though 3 of them decide to follow the direction of the arrow west, while 1 decided to go east. Would you like to go west or go east?
Well, given that the box was there for my benefit, I'm assuming that anything that close to the box is probably for my benefit as well. So Ram is thinking, maybe I should take the road more traveled. Let's follow the arrow and go west.
Okay guys, he's going west. Let me pop my new emote in there for you. Some of you might not have seen it yet. Let me see. There you go. Some emotes there for you. He's going to go west, guys. You know what to do. Heading west to 293. 293.
Three?
293. Okay.
All right.
Following the 3 sets of footprints along the west passage of the tunnel, you soon arrive at a junction. Do you wish to continue west, following 2 sets of footprints, or would you like to head north, following the 3rd set of footprints?
Let's go splitsies. I'll go north here.
North?
Yeah.
You're going to head north, page 387.
Okay.
Ahead you hear the thud of heavy footprints. Footprints. I always say footprints. It's not footprints, it's footsteps. Footsteps. Heavy footsteps. There's no such thing as heavy footprints. I can read. Ahead you hear the thud of heavy footsteps approaching. Out of the gloom steps a large, primitive being dressed in animal hide and carrying a stone club. On seeing you, he grunts and spits on the floor, then raises his club and lumbers on towards you, looking anything but friendly. You draw your sword and prepare to fight the caveman. You've got your first battle, Ram.
Battle time.
Battle time. On your adventure sheet. Oh my goodness, we've already got the £10 for your bonus life. That's insane. Thank you so much, Corpsey. You've got a bonus life. I'll sort that out in just a moment officially. So on your adventure sheet, thank you, Corpsey, thank you so much. On your adventure sheet, just pop down in your monster encounters that you're about to encounter a caveman. Make a note of his skill, which is 7, and make a note of his stamina, which is 7. I'll also be tracking his stamina. Oh my gosh. B-Daddy, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Feel free to use those Go West emotes during this stream. Okay, so I'll be tracking the stamina of the caveman. We'll both roll, so both roll our d6 and add our skill. So you'll be adding 8 skill to yours, I'll be adding 7 skill to mine. Please just tell me so roll 2 dice if you've got 2 d6. And tell me
roll 2?
Yeah,
okay.
roll 2, so 2 d6 plus your skill, and then just tell me what the total is. If you roll higher than me, you do 2 damage to me. If I roll higher than you, I do 2 damage to you. And we go like that until one of us dies. Now I have some lovely battle
Sounds
music.
like a plan.
Let's battle.
Let's do it.
Okay, I rolled a 14.
And I rolled 8, and 8 is 16.
Okay, 8 and 8 is 16, and that's including your skill. So you hit me. So now he's down to 5 stamina. Yeah, he's got 8 skill. 8 skill. Right, I've rolled a 14 again.
And I have also rolled a 14.
Okay, so nothing happens. We just bash into each other for a bit. Ooh,
it's gripping.
I only rolled a 10.
15.
A 15. Nice. He's down to 3 stamina.
Oh, it's getting close. Never fought a caveman before.
You first. Go on.
17.
A 17. I got a 13. So you hit it. It's on 1 stamina. Ooh, nice.
Ooh. $19.
Ooh, I got a 17, so you've killed it. There you go. It's dead. That was so close. That was so close. Okay, so you fought a caveman. If you win, turn to page 114. 114. We've also got a couple of ghosts in chat as well. We've got Colleen, who is a previous adventurer, and who else have we got? I thought we had 2 in here. No, maybe it's just Colleen. Yeah, it's just Colleen. So if you wanna ask any advice from ghosts, feel free. 114. The caveman is wearing a leather wristband with 4 small rat skulls hanging from it. Do you wish to put it around your own wrist or leave it and set off north again?
Let's wear that thing. That's a
you
trophy
want to
right
wear
there.
it? Right, okay.
Let's do it.
336. 336. Why not? I'll tell you why not. Because the wristband is made and cursed by a hag. It slows down.
No!
Wait for it. It slows down your reactions and dulls your senses. You must reduce your skill by 4 points.
Oh, snap.
Oh man.
That was a bad idea.
That was terrible. You kick the tunnel wall in anger and stomp off north to page 298. 298. You see a backpack
right.
propped up against the tunnel wall, and you wonder if it belongs to one of your rivals. Do you wish to look inside the backpack, or just leave it and continue north?
I'm a curious little bug. I'm gonna open up that backpack.
Okay, fine. We're going to head over to 304. 304. There's a single gold piece lying in the bottom of the backpack. As you reach for it, you suddenly feel a light tickling movement on the back of your hand. You withdraw your hand slowly, trying to control your mounting panic, and are horrified to see a black widow spider. Before you can shake it off, it sinks its poisonous fangs deep into your wrist. You must lose 6 stamina points.
Hot dog.
I am enjoying this one a bit too much, yes, Colleen. I've had my coffee this morning. I'm awake. I'm like pumped. So you lose 6 stamina. I assume.
Why did it have to be spiders?
Why did it have to be spiders? I assume you're still alive.
Yes.
We're gonna head on over to page 20. Only your incredible strength could withstand the poisonous spider's bite. However, you're weakened and you notice your hand trembling as you pocket the 1 gold piece. Reduce your skill by 1 point.
Oh, come on.
You curse the person who dropped the backpack and set off north again. I am a bit more evil than normal, aren't I? Yes, the good old skill point bonfire sequence. Yeah, Chibi made this mistake too. Case has been here pretty much every week, so he could probably ace this dungeon. Okay, so we're going to go to 279. 279. You arrive at a junction in the tunnel. A new branch leads west, but the wet footprints you've been following continue north, and you decide to keep following them, turning to page 32. You soon come to another junction in the tunnel. One branch leads east, but the wet footprints you've been following continue north, and you go that way. So this does railroad you a little bit, but there is a meaning for it.
Okay,
this is my favourite bit, one of my favourite bits. The passage opens out into a wide cavern, which is darker but much drier. Ahead you see the footprints gradually fade and then disappear. There is a large idol in the centre of the cavern, standing approximately 6 metres high. It has jewelled eyes, each as big as your fist. There are 2 giant stuffed bird-like creatures standing on either side of the idol. Do you wish to climb the idol to take the jewels, or do you wish to walk through the cavern to the tunnel in the opposite wall?
I don't know. Everything else so far, with the exception of the box that had my name on it, has been not good. So I'm a little bit weary at this point to get a little bit more greedy.
You can ask chat what you should do. You can always ask chat.
Chat, what do you think? Should I go for the gem? Should I go for the jewel? Should I risk the climb? I don't know. I'm not feeling as confident with this one as I am with most of my decisions so far. So I'm looking to you for a little bit of help.
Also, welcome in chopsticks. I can never do it. Chopsticks. I can never do it. I have no idea what's going on, so I wouldn't know. I think Colleen knows, and Case will surely know. Jules will save you. So will you go for the jewels? You've got to take some things. Just try not to take the wrong things. I love these cryptic.
Let's do it. Let's go for the jewel.
You're gonna go for it. Okay, you're gonna climb the idol.
Go for it.
Climb the idol and take the jewels. Page 351. 351.
All right.
The idol is very smooth. It'll be difficult to climb. Do you have any rope?
I do not.
Nope. Page 186. Slowly and carefully you begin to climb the idol. You're about to grab hold of its very large ear when suddenly your foot slips. You must test your luck. So when you test your luck, you roll both dice. You literally cannot fail because you've got a luck of 12. But you know, humour me anyway. Roll both dice, see what the score is. It needs to be equal to
5.
or less than your luck. Excellent. So it's less than your luck, which means you are lucky, but every time you use your luck, you have to -1. So you kind of use it up as you go. So you're now on 11 luck, but you are lucky. So we're going to turn to page 260. 260. You just managed to grab the idol's earlobe and regain your footing. You scramble over its face and sit down on the bridge of its nose. You draw your sword and consider which jewelled eye to prize out first. Do you wish to prize out the left eye or the right eye? And if this all goes well, you will have reached your first checkpoint. Save point. Left eye or right eye?
Let's start with the right eye.
Okay, right eye, page 140. He's made his choice. You try to force the point of your sword underneath the emerald eye. Much to your surprise, it shatters on contact, releasing a jet of poisonous gas straight into your face. The gas knocks you out and you fall backwards, bouncing down the idol and landing on the stone floor. Your adventure ends here.
No! Oh. Womp womp. Man,
But
I am unlucky.
it's okay. You know, you've got 2 lives left plus your bonus life. And actually, I haven't done the official thing that we do when you get a bonus life. So let me see if I can get this all lined up. So cool.
Look at that.
Yeah, you get a bonus life. Nice one. I have added that under there. I promise you, it's there. It's there. But you need to die first to get on with that. So you didn't get to a save point. So unfortunately, we have to go back to the very beginning, which actually, to be honest, is probably for the best. You made some really bad decisions there. So we're going to go back to the very beginning. So the very first attempt, you managed to make it to 14 minutes, 45 seconds. And your first one was poison gas. Okay.
Now
So
I'm
we've got
resetting
the
all of my stats back to what they were at the beginning then?
Everything is at the very beginning. Sight for Sore Eyes, thank you so much for that sub at tier 1. That is amazing. Thank you so much. You should have a Go West emote now. I'll pop that in the chat. It's new. I added it yesterday. There you go. You've been subbed for 6 months. That's insane. How has it been that long already? I feel like I only just started streaming. Okay, so we're going back to the very beginning. All your stats are reset and we're going to go back to the box at the very beginning. How are you, Sight? I haven't seen you around this week. I hope you're okay. Okay. Are we ready to go again?
I am so ready.
Okay, cool. Let's go. I love that Go West thing. That cracks me up so much. Right, let us go. So, you've come up to a table standing against the wall to your left. On it there are 6 boxes, one of which has your name painted on its lid. Do you wish to open the box or continue walking north?
I open the box.
Open the box, page 270. We've got to go through all of this again. The lid of the box lifts off easily. Inside you find 2 gold pieces and a note written on a small piece of parchment addressed to you. After placing the gold in your pocket, you read the message which says, "Well done, at least you have the sense to stop and take advantage of the token aid given to you. Now I can advise that you'll need to find and use several items if you hope to pass triumphantly through my Deathtrap Dungeon." Signed, Succumbit. Memorizing the advice on the note, you tear it into tiny pieces and continue north along the tunnel, turning to page 66. After walking down the tunnel for a few minutes, you come to a junction. A white arrow painted on one wall points west. On the floor you can see wet footprints made by those who entered before you. It's hard to be sure, but it looks as though 3 of them followed the direction of the arrow west, while 1 decided to go east. Do you wish to go west, or do you wish to head east? Now you can ask chats, you can ask.
I think there's a particular emote out there that would help with this decision.
I don't think it will. It's a trick. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. I'm my Mophead. You're gonna go west.
You know I gotta go west. I gotta go west.
Okay. Oh my gosh. How someone flipped it. You've flipped it already, Case. But welcome in, Mad Mophead. How are you doing today? Okay, so you're gonna go west, turn into 293. 293. Do not trust the emotes. Following the 3 sets of footprints along the west passage of the tunnel, you soon arrive at a junction. Do you wish to continue west following 2 sets of footprints, or do you wish to head north following the 3rd set of footprints?
I'm gonna go north. I'm gonna follow my old path here.
You're gonna go north.
Yeah.
Okay. 387. 387. Ahead you hear the thud of heavy footsteps. I nearly did it again. Footsteps approaching. Out of the gloom steps a large primitive being dressed in animal hide and carrying a stone club. On seeing you, he grunts and spits on the floor, then raises his club and lumbers on towards you, looking anything but friendly. You draw your sword and prepare to fight the caveman. This is all feeling very familiar. And the caveman has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 7. The Go West thing is amazing. Thank you, Mad Mophead. And yes, I'm doing very well. I'm very much enjoying this adventure so far. Right, we're going to... People are already modifying the Go West emote. That's insane. Right, we're going to battle with the caveman. He's got a skill of 7 and a stamina of 7. You know what to do, so let's go.
Oh, yeah. 15?
I got a 12, so you hit him. He's down to 5 stamina.
17.
I got a 15, so you hit him again. Also, now might be a really good time for you to know about luck in battles. I don't know whether you read the part about that before. So if you wanted to use luck in a battle, you can do. But now might not be the best time to do it. But I'll leave that up to you.
I was gonna say I'm gonna save that for later.
Yeah, save that.
What is that? 13.
I also got a 13, so nothing happens.
17.
I got a 13 again, so it's on 1 health. Ooh.
Hey, 18.
I also got an 18, so nothing happens. We just bash into each other again.
I'm gonna start naming this caveman. And 19.
I got a 14, so he is dead. So don't name him just yet. Unless you want to call him dead. Dead caveman.
Hey.
Hey. Hello, dead caveman. Goodbye, dead caveman. Right. If you win, turn to page 114. You guys. He did get caved in. Yes. Now, the caveman is wearing a leather wristband with 4 small rat skulls hanging from it. Do you wish to put it on, or would you rather leave it and set off north again?
Yeah, let's just leave it alone this time.
Leave it alone.
Something about a past life tells me it's not for me.
We're going to set off north, leaving the wristband where it is. We're going to head to 298. 298. You see a backpack propped up against the tunnel wall. You wonder if perhaps it belongs to one of your rivals. Do you wish to look inside the backpack, or would you rather leave it and continue north?
I'm going to say the gold piece probably isn't worth the stamina and skill drop, so I'm going to continue north. Again, trusting that my previous life is guiding me the right way.
279. You arrive at a junction in the tunnel. A new branch leads west, but the wet footprints you've been following continue north, and you decide to follow them to page 32. You soon come to another junction in the tunnel. One branch leads east, but the wet footprints you've been following continue north, and you decide to follow them again to page 37. Now the passage opens out into a wide cavern, which is darker and much drier. Ahead you see the footprints gradually fade and then disappear. There's a large idol in the centre of the cavern, standing approximately 6 metres high. It has jewelled eyes, each as big as your fist. There are 2 giant stuffed bird-like creatures standing on either side of the idol. Do you wish to climb the idol to take the jewels, or do you wish to walk through the cavern to the tunnel in the opposite wall? Oh, I can't hear you.
We're going to climb it again.
Climb it again. You're going to climb the idol to take the jewels, page 351.
I do not have rope.
You do not have rope. You do not have rope. Go to page 186. One eye, you will see a sure death. The other one is no threat. Okay. So slowly and carefully you begin to climb the idol. You're about to grab hold of its large ear when suddenly your foot slips. Test your luck. You may be falling off an idol, but you still got to roll those dice.
True. And I am 9 under 12.
Excellente. So your luck again goes back down to 11, but you are lucky, so we're going to turn to page 260. You just manage to grab the idol's earlobe and regain your footing. You scramble over its face and sit down on the bridge of its nose. You draw your sword and consider which jewelled eye to prize out first. Would you like to prize out the left eye or the right eye?
The left eye!
The left eye. 166. If you complete this bit, you will be coming up to your first save point. As you touch the emerald eye of the idol, you hear a creaking sound below you. Looking down, you are shocked to see the 2 stuffed birds taking flight, their wings flapping in jerky movements, but they're soon above you and look set to attack. Fight the flying guardians one at a time, but you must reduce your skill by 3 during this combat because of your restricted position. So that's going to be horrible because you're going to be adding a skill of 5 to your dice rolls. This is only temporary.
All right.
The first flying guardian has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 8. The second flying guardian has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 8. And they're going to attack you one at a time. Are you ready?
Almost. 7, stamina 8, and skill of 8. Stamina 8.
Yeah.
Alright, I am ready.
Let's go.
Nine is my first roll.
I got a 14, so that one hits you. So reduce your stamina by 2.
Alright, done and done. $16.
I got an 18. So that was a good roll, but not good enough. So reduce your stamina again by 2.
Why did it have to be burned? 12.
I got a 15.
Oof. 8.
I got an 11. I thought my roll was bad.
Yeah.
I know, I'm enjoying this too much.
14.
I also got a 14, so nothing happens.
we clash swords. Actually, is that one of those times I could use my luck to bump me
No,
up a
only
little
if
bit?
you land a successful hit.
All right. Just wanted to know.
Yep, no worries.
13.
I got an 18.
It's not going to end well. 15.
I got a 16.
Every time I'm so proud with my roll.
I know, but I'm, I got good rolls, I got good dice. These dice don't usually let me down.
Oh, that's a 10.
I got a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am at 6 stamina left.
Oh, and you can't use anything in battle. You just gotta
Nope.
go with it.
13.
I got a 14.
I got 2 more hits left in me. Come on, bird.
You've got 2 birds to fight though, and you've not landed a single hit yet.
Yep.
Or I don't think you can beat me.
Nope.
I've got double 6s there.
Yep, I'm just gonna... Alright, this is my last hit.
Okay. Oh. I got a 10.
And I am a 12.
You finally got a hit in. Okay, so down to 6 health. Do you want to use luck?
With 2 health left. And fighting another guardian. You know what? I may as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
probably
You
going
might.
to end up dying anyways, and it's going to send me back to the start. So
You may as well.
let's
So-
push in. Let's give it.
Same as before. Just roll 2 dice. It now needs to be 11 or below.
8.
So you are lucky. So it's now actually on 4 health, but you only have 10 luck remaining.
All right. Ooh. Hey, double 6s. So that is, what is that? 5 plus 12, 17?
I unfortunately got more than that. I got 11. I got an 18. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Foiled.
Are you dead?
I am dead.
You are dead. You made it to 13 minutes, 34 seconds. And you died by birds. Birds. And you have
Birds.
still not reached a save point. Okay?
Nope.
Sorry to give you the sad trombone.
No, I deserve it.
Okay, so guys, he has his bonus life already and 1 regular life left, so he's still got 2 attempts. So let's try and get him at least to that first save point, right? Let's try. Let's try. We're going back to the box. Back to the box. Back to the box. Back.
Back to the box.
Exactly. Right. Let's try and get him out. No prize for shortest run ever. No, there's absolutely not. Sight. There's not a prize for the shortest run. But I mean, if
You
there
mean
was,
this isn't like golf?
if there was a prize, you'd win it. Right.
I gotta give a big shout out to Corpsey for giving me that extra life then.
We should give a shout out to Corpse. Actually, why did we not do that? Out for a duck. I didn't think you needed it, but I was wrong. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate the help.
Definitely needed it. Thanks everybody. Thanks guys. Right, let's go back to the box. Try and get you to at least the first save point. What do we think he should do when he gets to that crossroads? Should he go west or east, guys? He's gone west twice now. Okay. But before all of that, You've been walking slowly along the tunnel for about 5 minutes. No, don't go west. Clean. Oh, jeez. Ultimately, it's up to Ram, though, isn't it? You have to go west. Really? Really? I think everyone's trying to kill you. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a humble narrator. Okay, you've been walking along the tunnel for about 5 minutes and you arrive at a stone table standing against the wall.
I open the box.
You're going to open the box.
You betcha.
And we're going to head to 270 again. Feel like we've been here before. 270, let's see.
Getting a little deja vu, you know?
Little bit of deja vu. The lid of the box lifts off easily, and inside you find 2 gold pieces and a note written on a small piece of parchment addressed to you. After placing the gold in your pocket, you read the message which says, "Well done, at least you have the sense to stop and take advantage of the token aid given to you. Now I can advise you that you'll need to find and use several items if you hope to pass triumphantly through my Deathtrap Dungeon. Signed, Succonvit. P.S. Go east." Memorising the advice on the note, you tear it into tiny pieces and continue north along the tunnel, turning to page 66. Did anyone else hear that weird thing that said go east? Strange.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird.
The whispers in the walls.
Wow. After walking down the tunnel for a few minutes, you come to a junction. A white arrow painted on one wall points west. On the floor you can see wet footprints made by those who entered before you. It's hard to be sure, but it looks as though 3 of them followed the direction of the arrow west, while 1 decided to go east. Do you wish to go west, or do you wish to head east?
Everyone keeps shouting west.
They do.
I'm not good with peer pressure. You know what? For the sake of me drawing a bigger dungeon map than I have already, let's go east.
Let's go east. Yes, mate.
Let's go
go east. Turn to 119. 119. Although, sorry, what are all these? Why are they backwards? What the heck?
It's Og 2.
I have no idea. What the... Okay, anyhow, ahead you can see a large obstruction on the tunnel floor, although it's too dark to make out exactly what it is. The wet footprints you've been following carry on towards the obstruction. If you want to continue east towards the obstruction, you can, or you can go back to the junction and head west.
Let's keep walking towards the obstruction.
Towards the obstruction to page 56. You see that the obstruction is a large brown boulder-like object. You touch it with your hand and are surprised to find that it is soft and spongy. Do you want to try to climb over it, or would you like to slice it open with your sword?
I'm a pretty non-violent guy. Let's try climbing over it.
373 to climb over. You clamber onto
my luck,
the
it'll
soft
be something
boulder.
living.
Maybe. We're about to find out. You clamber onto the soft boulder, half expecting to be engulfed by it at any moment. Getting over it is difficult, as your limbs sink into its soft casing, but eventually you manage to struggle over it. Relieved to be back on firm ground, you continue heading east, turning to page 13. Hey! That wasn't so bad, was it?
No. I'm going to come back and sleep on that thing. It's like a mattress.
It's like a waterbed. That's what I think. I think it's like a waterbed. I don't know why I did it like a waterbed. The tunnel makes a sudden turn to the left and heads north for as far as you can see. The footprints you're following start to peter out as the tunnel becomes gradually drier. Soon you are beyond the dripping roof and the pools on the floor. You notice the air becoming hotter, and you find yourself panting even though you are walking quite slowly. In a small recess on the left-hand wall, you see a section of bamboo standing on its end. Lifting it down, you see it's filled with a clear liquid. Your throat is painfully dry, and you feel a little bit dizzy from the heat in the tunnel. Do you wish to drink the liquid, or would you rather not risk it and continue heading north?
See, here's where you gotta think if they did this purposely. If they put this water in front of you knowing that the tunnel was hot, you gotta overthink it, you know? What do you think, chat? Should I drink it? Somebody thirsty? Should I go for it?
What should he do, guys?
I'm calling out for some chat help here.
Drink the liquid in the bamboo or not?
Get me some bamboo juice.
Bamboo juice? Sounds safe enough to me.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of people are thirsty. Corpse needs a coffee. Sight for Sore Eyes says I should chug. Let's chug it. Let's chug it. Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do it.
You are going to drink the liquid. You're going to turn to page 147. 147. The water in the bamboo pipe is welcomingly refreshing. Add 1 stamina point. But you're on full stamina, so you actually can't do that.
I'm on full.
Yeah, you're on full. It also contains a magical solution which will enable you to be exposed to melting point temperatures without any harm. You discard the bamboo and you set off north again in good spirits. So page 182. 182.
Thanks, chat.
The temperature continues to rise and you find yourself dripping with sweat. As you struggle on, the heat intensifies until it feels like white heat, and it becomes so unbearable that you begin to pass out. Did you drink the liquid from the bamboo pipe, or did you not stop to drink it?
You bet I chugged that bad boy.
You drank the liquid from the bamboo pipe. Turn to page 25. Although the temperature in the tunnel is higher than you could normally tolerate, the liquid from the bamboo pipe keeps you alive. Turn to page 197. 197. Mercifully, the temperature now starts to drop rapidly, and soon it feels almost cool again. On the left-hand side of the tunnel is a closed door. It has a small iron plate in it which you might possibly be able to slide open. Would you like to try to open the door? Would you like to slide the iron plate? Or would you like to continue north up the tunnel?
Let's take a peek inside. We'll slide that iron plate first, I'm thinking.
Slide the iron plate, page 156. The small plate slides open easily, and you find yourself peering into a room with a deep pit in the floor behind the door. On the opposite wall, there are 2 iron hooks, on one of which hangs a coil of rope. If you wish to open the door, jump over the pit and take the rope, you can, or you can leave it alone and continue north along the tunnel. So open the door or leave it well alone and continue north along the tunnel.
Cypher Sore Eyes says I should probably go for the door.
I mean, where might a rope be handy? A rope might be useful, perhaps.
Rope would be useful. Let's get the rope. Let's try for the old jump to pit, grab the rope and jump back maneuver.
Okay,
you know?
Page 208. Everyone has been super helpful today, but I think it's because they know that I'm really evil today. So everyone else is nice, and I'm like, die! Die!
Your life will be forfeit.
The door swings open into the room, and you step back and jump over the pit. You put the rope in your backpack, and you jump back over the pit, leaving the room and heading north. So you now have some rope.
Hey! I figured that would be a test your luck. It was a lot easier than I expected it
Easy
to be.
peasy. Right, 3, 2, 6.
lemon.
3, 2, 6. I hope Crimea is taking notes because he's actually going to be my guest next week. So I hope he's taking notes. Right, 326. Ahead, you see that the tunnel turns sharply to the left. You turn the corner and almost bump straight into two fierce-looking orcs, armed with morning stars and wearing leather armour. You are totally unprepared, and as you draw your sword, one of them swings its morning star right at you. Roll 1 die.
5.
It's a 5. Turn to page 380. The orc's morning star crashes into your shield and bounces off harmlessly. The tunnel is too narrow for both of them to attack you at once, so you are able to fight them one at a time. The first orc has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 5. The second orc has a skill of 6 and a stamina of 4. Okay, it's battle time. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. So I start with a 15.
I rolled a 16, so I hit you.
Ah. I got borked by an orc. And no, that's not a 12. What am I thinking? I'm not the -3.
No, you're not -3.
Another 15.
What did I get? I got a 14. There you go, you hit it.
Hey.
Hey.
$17.
Another 14 for me. So that orc is now on 1 health. Another 14 for me too. So nothing happens.
We're bouncing blows. That's another 14.
I got a 10, so you've actually killed that orc. And now the other one steps up and is like, "You killed my sister!" He's angry.
Did her a favor there, bub.
Yeah, he's he's angry.
All right, angry boy. 18.
I got a 13, so you hit it. It's on 2 health.
I'm gonna send you home to your sister. Oh, maybe not with that roll. 12.
I only got a 9, so you do send him home. Okay, cool.
Good night, sweet prince.
I love saying that to people. Good night, sweet prince. Oh, anyhow, I'm gonna call that a save point there, because that's quite a memorable battle there. So we'll put that down as orcs. We are gonna head to page 257, and that was 12 minutes and 43 seconds. You've still got full skill and full luck, right? So you've got 8
You
and
betcha.
12 there, cool, and you've still got 10
And it took
provision.
1 hit.
Amazing.
So I'm at 18 stamina.
Amazing. Right, 257. Here we go. Inside one of the orc's pockets, you find 1 gold piece and a hollow wooden tube.
Ooh.
You put both of the findings in your backpack, so you now have another gold piece and a hollow wooden tube. And you turn into page 164. As you walk along, droplets of water again start falling from the tunnel ceiling. You see wet footprints made by the same boots that you followed earlier heading west. The footprints lead to a closed iron door in the right-hand wall of the tunnel, but do not seem to go any further. Do you wish to open the door, or would you rather keep going west?
Somehow I feel like going west has been pretty unlucky for me on my first 2 past lives. Let's try the door.
Try the door. Do 9-9.
And the door is, sorry, to the east.
Oh, what did I say? Did I say it was on the right-hand wall, the left hand? Can't remember. Did I say right or left?
I'm so sorry.
Ah, no, it's my fault. 257. Let's go back to that. 257. 164. It's in the right-hand wall of the tunnel.
Okay.
But the footprints don't go any further. Okay, the door opens into a large chamber where you are shocked to see one of your rivals who has obviously met a sudden gory death. It is one of the barbarians, and he's impaled on several long iron spikes which have been fixed to a frame that has sprung out of the floor. A lot of rubbish and debris litters the floor, concealing a hidden tripwire which he must have stepped on and thus released the spiked frame. In the far wall is an alcove in which you can see a silver goblet standing on a small wooden table. Would you like to walk over and search the barbarian, walk towards the alcove, or close the door and continue west?
Well, if the barbarian's already triggered that trap, I'm gonna see what the barbarian had left on him first.
Okay, 126 to search the barbarian. 126. The pouch on the barbarian's belt is empty apart from some strange looking dried meat wrapped in a cloth. Do you want to eat the dried meat, leave the meat and inspect the alcove, or leave the chamber and head west?
Let's eat that meat.
Eat the meat!
I'm a curious fellow.
Page 226. The meat contains herbs which will increase your strength. Add 3 to your stamina score.
That's what I was hoping for.
You may either walk over to the alcove to inspect it, if you haven't done so already, or you can leave the chamber and head west.
I'm gonna have to do another call out to chat here for a little bit of some help.
Inspect the alcove with the silver goblet on it, or leave the chamber and continue west. What do you think you should do,
Because there
guys?
still might be some more traps walking toward the goblet, but at least I know going back, there's no traps if I were to leave the room at this point.
I think leaving the room would be very safe, but what does everybody else think? Alcove or no alcove? My lips are very dry today, so I'm just going to keep applying lip balm. I've actually split the corners, like both corners have split, which is very painful.
It's like when you eat those freezy pops that have little plastic tabs on the sides, and you like cut the sides of your mouth.
I think I've been eating too many crackers.
That would do it?
Yeah.
That would do it?
I've been eating too many crackers. So Sight for Sore Eyes says leave and go west. Anybody else want to chip in? Cheetos here. Oh, I see.
Ooh. Are they crunchy or are they puffy Cheetos?
I think you've only got one person helping you here. Where's everyone else at? Everyone else is asleep. I assume everyone else is lurking and listening, which is absolutely fine. Crunchy, of course. I can't remember, but I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Just fine.
So what are you going to do?
In the interest of self-preservation, let's leave the room.
You're going to leave the chamber and continue west, turning to page 83.
I'd say our win from that room was getting that beef jerky.
Absolutely. 100%. Right, the passage soon leads to a junction. You notice more footprints on the floor, possibly as many as 3 pairs, heading north from the south passage, and you decide to follow them, turning to page 37. The passage opens out into a wide cavern, which is darker and much drier. Ahead you see the footprints gradually fade and then disappear. There's a large idol in the centre of the cavern standing approximately 6 metres high. It has jewelled eyes each as big as your fist. There are 2 giant stuffed bird-like creatures standing on either side of the idol. Do you wish to climb the idol to take the jewels, or would you like to walk through the cavern to the tunnel in the opposite wall?
Something about this seems strangely familiar.
Strangely familiar. Colleen says, what did I miss? So you missed that he got the rope, so we went east this time. He climbed over the boulder, he got the rope. He is now... he ate some of the mystery meat, and now he's at the idol. So you're going to climb the idol to take the jewels, or would you like to walk through the cavern to the tunnel in the opposite wall?
Well, if this is the idol I think it is, I know one of the jewels is going to kill me, and the other one is basically certain death because I really don't have the sword skill to kill 2 crazy burbs. I'm going to say let's leave the jewels where they are. You do have the rope now, though. You do have the rope now. I do.
You do?
I do.
So that could be useful. What do you think he should do, guys? So he has the rope this time.
Yeah.
Should he climb the idol or leave it well alone?
You know, I did get my bonus life from corpse, so I'm leaning actually now towards we'll try for the jewel maybe one more time. That's where I'm leaning.
The only way out is with all of the shiny things. I can confirm you need 3 shiny things. You need 3 shiny things to get out.
All right, let's do it. Let's use the rope. Let's climb that idol. Let's
climb that thing. There we go. 351. That's the spirit. 351. The idol is very smooth and will be difficult to climb. Do you have a rope?
I do now.
You do now. 396. You make the rope into a lasso, which you whirl above your head and throw at the idol's head, smiling happily as it falls around its neck. You then tighten the noose and start to climb, hauling yourself up the rope. You're soon on the top of the idol, sitting on the bridge of its nose and holding on to the rope. You draw your sword and wonder which jewelled eye to prize out first. Do you wish to prize out the left eye or the right eye?
Let's do the left eye this time.
Left eye, 151. As you touch the idol's emerald eye, you hear a creaking sound below. Looking down, you're shocked to see the 2 stuffed birds flying off, their wings flapping in jerky movements, but they are soon above you and look set to attack. You must fight the flying guardians one at a time, but reduce your skill by 2 during this combat because of your restricted position. So you're on 6 skill.
Alright.
That's not too bad.
It's not terrible.
First flying guardian has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 8. Second flying guardian has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 8. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
$16.
I got a 15, so you land the first hit.
8.
Remember, you can use luck to double the damage at any time.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that right now.
You want to do that? Okay, so roll your dice.
Do that.
Yeah, you pretty much can't fail, but humour me anyway.
3 under 12.
Nice. So it now is on 4 stamina. So that wound that you dealt was actually pretty severe. You're now on 11 luck.
I'm gonna cut him so bad he's gonna wish he wouldn't cut so bad. Oh, what is that? 13.
I got a 14, so that just hits you.
Hey, double sixes.
Oh, me too.
18.
I got double sixes as well. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just 1 point above you.
Hey, 1 makes all the difference.
Yeah. It's like rolling a nat 20, isn't it? It's like, yay, double sixes. Okay, I did not get double sixes this time. I got 13.
13.
Ah, we just bash into each other. Okay.
Sorry, mental math is
That's
hard in the
okay.
mornings.
It's hard anyway.
15.
I got an 18. Sorry.
Nah, don't be sorry. This is your job.
It is.
$17.
I got a 15, so you hit it. It's on 2 health.
Hey.
Do you want to finish it off by using luck?
Yeah, let's finish it off. Let's try some luck
go
here.
for it. Let's try some luck.
3 is also under 11.
Nice. So you finish that one off. That dies. Ah! But now the other one is pretty pissed.
Starting to think maybe I should have taken that potion of luck instead of that potion of skill, but
That's
it's too
what
late now.
That's what I would have done.
15.
I got a 16.
Oh, coming down to the wire. 16.
18.
These birds, Chet. These birds.
What?
16.
17. I'm one-upping you all the time.
It's that decrease in skill that's getting me. 15.
16. Hang on, let me check that.
Gosh darn.
Let me just double check. 8. Yeah, 16.
What?
It's not rigged! How could it possibly be rigged?
Oh, 17.
15, you hit it.
I'm gonna use my luck again.
Okay. Need 10 or below.
6.
Nice. Okay, so you were down to 9 luck. But that is on 4 health. Oof.
Don't say oof.
I rolled
Oof is bad.
rolled double ones.
Oh, well then. I rolled double 6s, of course, what a waste. I'm going to use my luck again then.
To finish it off. Okay, you need 9 or
Yep.
below.
Please don't roll double 6s again, please don't. 8. Oh.
Oh, only just. Okay, you are down to 8 luck, but you do finish it off. It's dead. That's the sound of a bird dying. There you go.
Chat, we did this together.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, depending on what happens next, this will be another save point. So if you win, turn to page 240. You look down and see the crumpled bodies of the 2 flying guardians lying motionless on the floor. You start to prise out the idol's emerald eye with the tip of your sword, and at last it comes free, and you are surprised by its weight when it falls into your hand. So you now have an emerald, so you can pop that underneath jewels.
Alrighty.
Hoping it may be of use later, you put it in your backpack. Would you now like to prize out the right eye, or would you rather climb down that idol and not be greedy?
Let's just climb down that idol.
Climb down the idol. Page 89. Back on solid ground once again, you try to shake the rope off the idol's neck. Test your luck. So it needs to be 8 or below to get your rope back.
Oh, come on, dice. Be nice. Nope, that's a 9.
Oh, okay. You still have to reduce your luck. It goes down to 7 now. You are unlucky, unfortunately. So we're going to turn to page 261. Despite all your efforts, you cannot get the lasso off the idol's neck. Finally, you give up and abandon it to whoever may come after you. There is nothing else of interest in the cavern, and you walk over to the northern wall and enter the tunnel, turning to page 239. Oh, you've reached a save point.
Hey!
239. Time is 28 minutes and 25 seconds. You still have 8 skill, but you now have 7 luck. And you still have 10 provisions.
Yeah, I'm going to take a break, maybe eat some of that now.
Yeah, you can eat them whenever you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna nosh on a few of those. So let's see, it's for each. Now, can I eat multiple?
Yeah, you can have as many as you want. Yep. I'm going to head over to 239 in readiness.
I'm going to eat 3 of my 10.
Okay.
So I'll have 7 provisions left. And that should bring me back up to 18 stamina.
Okay. Now, I'll let you know now, it's not impossible for you to get your luck back. You may get lucky and find some items. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let us continue. Let us continue. Page 239. Not much further down the tunnel, you come to a closed door on your left. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing. Do you wish to open the door, or do you wish to keep walking north? So open the door, or keep walking north.
Let's go for the door.
We're going to go for the door, 102.
We're going to go for the door.
102. Ooh, you enter a room which is small and completely empty. As soon as you are inside, the door slams shut behind you, and suddenly a voice booms out of nowhere, shouting, "Welcome to Deathtrap Dungeon, the ingenious killer labyrinth of my master. Adventurer, I trust you will pay your respects to my master by shouting out his name." Would you like to shout, "Hail Succumvit," or "Succumvit is a worm"?
Ooh. Ooh. Let's throw this to chat.
Okay, guys. So, is he going to have to hail Succumvit or say that Succumvit is a worm? What do we think? Hail Succumvit or Succumvit is a worm? Go west is not an option.
Go west.
Go west is not an option. Is there a worm emote? I really want a worm emote. Worm. There's no matching emotes for
always
worm.
Go west.
Always go west.
Honesty is the best policy. Call him a worm. All right. Well, I'm leaning towards chat here with this one.
I think.
Oh, but Sight says he sucks, but hail.
Ooh, hey Ninja Monkey, 2 of my favourite people across the globe. The second one, we're going to go with Succumvit as a worm. Succumvit as a worm?
Oh, let's do the worm.
Let's do the worm. 251 for Succumvit as a worm. 251. How are you today, Ninja Monkey? Oh, by the way, Colleen, I'm really not sore at all from boxing yesterday. I feel pretty good. Right. Once again, the mysterious voice calls out, only this time to your great surprise, in a far less threatening tone. Oops. Oh, yes, you found a worm emote. Yes. Good. My master likes those who show spirit. Take this gift to help you. It will grant you 1 wish, but only 1 wish. Farewell.
Ooh.
A gold ring magically appears out of nowhere and lands at your feet with a gentle tinkle. You pick it up and put it on one of your fingers. The door opens and you step back out into the tunnel to continue north. So you now have a ring of wishes. Now, unfortunately, you can only use it for something very specific in the book. You can't just use it whenever you like, which I think sucks. But you know, when are we boxing again? I think we're gonna do it on a Monday. So they'll be like, box away the Monday blues or something like that. So we're going to continue north, page 344. 344.
344.
Okay, the tunnel twists and turns but keeps steadily north. Ahead, you see a thin shaft of blue light streaming down from the ceiling to the floor. It sparkles and shimmers, and you can see images of laughing faces in the light. Do you wish to walk through the light, or would you like to walk around the light? Now, you can chat about this one. About 50% of people who've gone through before have gone through the light, and about 50% of people have gone around the light. I was thinking about doing the VOD today. I really need this game for myself. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but Colleen, you get wifey commentary if you watch the VOD. So, guys,
well, I mean,
should he go through the light or around the light?
usually light in a dungeon is a good thing, but that can also just be the allure of, hey, you would think the light in a dungeon is a good thing, but maybe it's not. Chat, what are we thinking? Should I go through the light? Light is sus, go around?
Monkey, what do you know? What do you know, man?
Cypher Sore Eyes gives me that light bulb emote and then tells me, oh, Premier tells me to go west.
Worst thing I ever did was make that emote. Just confusing my adventurers now.
I've got 1 4 and 1 against light.
Okay.
I only have 2 out of the 3 lights. I wish I had more. I'm gonna go with my gut, and let's go through the light.
Yes. Good one. Right, we're going to turn to page 229. 229. As soon as your head goes under the blue light, you hear the sound of muffled voices. The faces are no longer laughing, but have changed their expressions to ones of despair and anguish. A young girl's sad face hovers in front of you, and she begins to whisper a poem. Transfixed, you listen intently, believing that she has a special message for you, and she recites the following poem. When corridor doth water meet, do not make a quick retreat. Take a breath and jump deep in. If your trial you hope to win. You memorise the Spirit Girl's poem, and you step through the shaft of light and quickly head on north. Did you get the whole poem, or do you need me to repeat it?
No, I am golden.
Excellent. We're going to turn to page 107. You come to an arched doorway set in the right-hand wall of the tunnel. The heavy stone door is closed, but there is an iron latch and a round handle. Do you wish to try the door, or do you wish to continue along the tunnel?
What a strange little girl, yeah. I mean, the doors have done all right for me so far. The only thing that makes me curious is this is the first time that it's actually described the door handle of the door. So I'm not sure if it's like a...
And it's a heavy stone door. I don't think any of them have been stone yet, I don't think.
No. Chad, am I trying the door again? Should I do my door game? See what's behind door number 3.
So, an arched doorway set in the right-hand wall of the tunnel. A heavy stone door is closed with an iron latch and a round handle. Should he try the door or continue along the tunnel? You've only got wooden door remotes. Gosh darn it.
Well, Ninja says go for it. I'm gonna trust Ninja this time. Let's try the stone door.
You're gonna try the door, page 168. Okay. Oh! Oh! Thank Thank you. I know. So that's my other half. You subscribed at tier 2. You get this emote then. Do you know what emote you get? You get this emote. Look, I made a new emote. Look, you get this one. You've been subscribed for 7 months. Thank you. Okay. So Ram is doing okay. This is his third go through, and he's doing okay on this one.
So far.
So far. Lifting the latch and pushing the heavy stone door open, you find yourself in a large cavern. The light is dim and murky, but as your eyes begin to adjust, you see that the walls are covered with green algae. The floor is strewn with straw, the atmosphere is warm, damp and fetid, and a soft humming fills the air. You step gingerly through the straw towards a corner of the cavern where there appears to be a shallow pit. Peering warily into the pit, you're disgusted to see a mass of pale, writhing worms. Ugh. Some as much as half a metre long. Utterly nauseated, you're about to turn away when you notice that their undulating bodies are swarming around a dagger, its point held fast in a crack in the pit floor. The hilt is cased in black leather studded with opals, and the blade is fashioned from a strange reddish-black burnished metal that you've never seen before. You long to touch the dagger, but this would mean plunging your hand in amongst the writhing worms. Do you want to reach for the dagger, or back away in disgust and leave the cavern?
Ooh, I really want that dagger.
What do we think, guys? Does he need that dagger?
I'm trying to like outthink my own thoughts because I overthink everything in life. That's just how I be. And I'm thinking it's trying to paint this mental picture of it being so disgusting that it's like trying to tell me to back away when really I should just be going for the dagger. Because everything else thus far has been like this, not simple description, but very like plain description of things, and then it turns sinister. So the fact that this one's starting sinister, I want to lean towards going for that dagger.
You're gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it. Yeah,
You're gonna
Field Mouse says do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Page 94. Taking a deep breath, you lean over the pit and plunge your forearm into the mass of wriggling worms. They are cold and clammy and feel extremely nasty, but at least they are harmless, and you're able to seize the dagger by the hilt. You give it a hard tug, and it comes away from the crack in which the tip was embedded. Admiring its beauty and wondering whether it might once have belonged to some luckless contestant, you put an opal-studded dagger firmly into your belt, and you leave the cavern. Turning to page 174.
Hey.
Well done.
Thank you. You said 184?
174, sorry. 174.
74. My apologies.
That's alright. I probably did say 84. I'm terrible at actually reading what's on the page. As you make your way back to the doorway, the buzzing sound increases in intensity, and you look around desperate to discover where it's coming from. Glancing up in the nick of time, you see the huge and grotesque black shape of a giant fly emerging from a recess high up in the cavern wall. As it gets closer, you realise that it's at least 1.5 meters long. Its opaque wings vibrate, making the sickening buzzing noise that you can hear, and its 6 black hairy legs are poised to grasp your body. Below its multifaceted eyes is a long, shiny black proboscis, which darts in and out venomously. You have stolen the giant fly's treasure from her brood of maggots, and you must face the consequences. Test your luck.
With my luck of 7, which is the average roll for most dice.
Yeah. Also, thank you for the bits. Test your luck. Come on, 7 or below.
6.
6. You are lucky, but now your luck goes down to 6. You are lucky. Turn to page 39. It's been a while actually since anyone faced the Jeff Goldblum fly. he's been forgotten about. You manage to evade the outstretched legs of the diving giant fly. Stepping back, you draw your sword and prepare to fight the hideous insect as it turns once again to attack you. The giant fly has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 8. Are we ready to go into battle? It says you may escape by running back into the tunnel to head north if you want to, but you will take a wound if you do that. So escape and take a wound.
Take a wound, and I don't know.
Or you can face the fly.
Like, plant something in me.
Ew.
Like, I don't want maggots if it like wounds me. So we're gonna fight the fly. We're gonna fight Jeff Goldblum.
Just fight the Jeff Goldblum fly. Cyphosaurus has got all of the great emotes today. We've got a fly emote.
Ooh, that's a good start. 19.
I have got a 15, so you hit the fly. Now I've got a stamina of 6. Thank you for the bits, Ninja Monkey.
That is 16.
Oh my gosh, we've got a load of gift subs.
Oh, hot dang.
Thank you.
From Anonymous.
Wowzers, Charles's. I'm thrown off. 7, 8, 9, 10. I got a 16. What did you get, sorry?
Sorry, mental math.
This never happens. We both got 16, so nothing happens. This never happens. Why am I getting gift subs? Thank you, though. Thank you. I got a 13, so you hit it. I love that you've had to gift my best friend a sub. Oh, Joe! Joe's got a sub. Nice. Okay, I rolled a 10.
15.
Right, it's on 2 health.
Ooh. And 16.
A 12. You finished it off, and it didn't plant anything in you.
Bye-bye, Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, if you win, turn to 1-1-1. And I'm going to class that as a save point as well. So fly.
All right.
1-1-1. And the time is 45:01. Thank you for all those gift subs. That's really sweet of you. Okay, so you still have a skill of 8. Your luck is now 6. And am I right in thinking you have 7 provisions?
That is correct.
7 provisions. Okay. Doing well. Doing well. Oh, Deshaila, how is stuff today? Yes, everything's really well today, thank you. How are you? You wipe the vile yellow slime from the blade of your sword and walk quickly to the door, back into the tunnel, and head north. Turn to page 267. 267. The tunnel ends shortly at a junction. Looking left and right, you see a narrow passage disappearing into the dim distance. Do you wish to head west or do you wish to go east? So Ram is doing really well so far, although he is on his 3rd life already. We've already got the bonus life for him, so he gets this go through and another go through as well if he wants to. So he's now standing at a junction. He's just fought a giant Jeff Goldblum fly. Would you like to go west or would you like to go east?
I see the emotes in chat already telling me to go west.
Don't always trust them. You can if you wish.
Fair. Let's go west this time. Let's do it. Let's look left. Let's go west.
If you wish to head west, turn to 352. Okay. Ahead you hear the sound of rocks being ground and crushed. The noise grows louder, and suddenly you realise that the wall on your right is starting to collapse. Terrified, you watch as a large, hideous, worm-like creature with a gaping mouth and extraordinarily powerful mandibles slithers through the hole in the wall. Its great jaws continue to crunch the rock as it turns its head slowly from side to side, feeling the cool air in the tunnel. It appears to be totally blind, but seems to know of your presence, perhaps sensing the heat of your body. It starts to slither towards you with its mandibles wide apart, ready to attack. Do you wish to fight the rock grub, or would you rather run back down the tunnel towards the junction and head east?
Let's run back.
Run back to the junction and head east. I think that's very wise. Turn to page 68. 68. Leaving...
Last thing I need is to get eaten by a graboid.
Yeah, gosh, yeah, no, get right out of there. Okay, page 68. You walk down the passage and soon find yourself standing at the edge of a deep, dark pit. The passage continues east on the other side of the pit. You think you could probably jump over it, but you're not sure. There's a rope hanging down from the ceiling over the centre of the pit. Would you like to throw your shield over the pit and jump after it? Jump over the pit carrying all of your possessions, or reach for the rope with your sword, which would enable you to swing across the pit? So throwing your shield over would make you lighter. Jumping over with everything would be risky because you're heavy, or you could just swing with the rope. Are you much of a swinger?
Do I swing?
Do you swing? Yikes.
See, I don't know what this rope is anchored to, so I'm worried, because I've not weight tested this rope, that swinging on it I would just fall into the pit. That's my big worry. So I think what I'm going to try and do here is throw the shield and then make the jump.
Throw the shield and make the jump. Not sure how old this rope is either. Sure, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to throw your shield and jump over the pit. Page 271. Just as you're about to release the shield and throw it over the pit, it slips from your fingers and rolls away. You're unable to catch it before it falls over the edge of the pit, clattering down the sides to the bottom. The loss of your shield reduces your fighting ability. Lose 1 skill point.
Oh, darn.
Cursing your own clumsiness, you step forward, leap across the pit, and land safely on the other side, and you waste no time in heading off east. Turn to page 237.
I had the same thought, D. Scheidler. I had the same thought. But I would rather lose the shield than lose my life.
The tunnel makes a sudden turn to the left and continues north for as far as you can see. You soon arrive at a closed wooden door in the left-hand wall. Do you wish to open the door, or would you rather keep on going?
Well, we've been on a streak of door openings so far. So I'm thinking we open the door. Open
the door. Page 12. Let's stay curious. Oh, this is my favourite bit in the whole book.
Oh no.
The door opens into a large, candlelit room filled with the most extraordinarily lifelike statues of knights and warriors. A white-haired old man, dressed in tattered rags, suddenly jumps out from behind one of the statues and starts to giggle. Though he looks like a fool, the sparkle in his eyes makes you think there is more to him than is apparent. In a high-pitched voice he says, "Oh, good! Another stone for my garden! I'm glad you have come to join your friends. Now, I'm a fair man, and so I'll ask you a question. If you answer correctly, I'll let you go free. But if you answer wrong, I'll turn you to stone!" He starts to chuckle again, obviously very pleased with your arrival. Do you want to wait for his question, attack him with your sword, or make a run for the door?
You know, I don't feel like I'm going to make it to the door. I'm not really that great at fighting, so let's just wait for the question.
Wait for his question. 382. Colleen hates this part. Why? The old man points at one of the statues, and you recognise it immediately. It is the knight who started the trial of champions, the agonised look on his face locked in stone for eternity. The old man smiles, saying, "This man weighs 100 pounds, plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?" What will you answer? 100 pounds, 150 pounds, or 200 pounds? Now, have a good think about it. I'm a good witch. I always play the witch. Whenever we do a Halloween murder mystery, I'm always the witch. I love being a witch.
Could you repeat the question for me again?
Of
Sorry.
course. This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh? Is it 100 pounds, 150 pounds, or 200 pounds?
Man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he's asking how much he weighs, he's already said it at the start of the question, hasn't he?
Really think about it.
Man weighs
So,
100 pounds plus
have a
half
little
his weight,
think.
which would be a 50.
So, if he was 100 pounds, what would half of his weight be?
50.
Okay, plus 100 pounds.
So 150.
Okay, if you
But
weighed
he's asking
if you weighed 150 pounds, what would half of his weight be?
75.
Plus 100. That would be 175.
150.
That is
Yeah.
not the answer. So 200 pounds, what would half the weight be?
100.
Plus 100.
It's 200.
Does that work out?
It does. Yeah, I'm going to say 200 pounds.
Ninja said 200. Sight for Sore Eyes has said 200. Half
Yeah.
of his total weight. The argument for 200 is the whole, like, infinite summation math thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go with 200.
200 pounds. 391. Still smiling, the old man looks at you and says, "Well done, stranger. You've answered correctly. I wish you good fortune during the rest of the trial of champions, and to this end I shall increase your powers." He then mutters some more unintelligible words, and you feel a powerful surge soar through your body. Add 1 to each of your skill, stamina, and luck scores. Hey!
Hey.
What's with all the cheers and bits and stuff today and subs? Like, this never happens to me. This is crazy. Thank you so much.
I just got distracted by the bits. What am I adding? Sorry.
And 1 to each of your skill, stamina, and luck scores.
Beautiful.
You bid the old man farewell and you leave his room to continue north along the passage. And I'm going to call that a save point too.
All right. So I've left that room and I'm continuing then, you're
Yeah,
saying?
and you're going to page 100, but you've made it to 55 minutes and 21 seconds. Can you tell me what your skill and luck are at the moment, please?
Skill is back to 8. Luck is up to 7.
Nice. Okay, we're going to head over to page 100. Also, just a reminder that the time to beat, if you want to get to the very top of the leaderboard, is 2 hours 41 minutes and 4 seconds.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's quite a long way off. Okay, we are continuing at page 100. Only a few metres further down the passage, you see another closed door in the left-hand wall. The letter X is scratched into the central panel. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing. Do you wish to continue your run of opening doors, or would you rather keep walking north?
Hmm. I'm gonna go for chat on this one. I got gutsy by opening that last door without asking chat, so let's ask chat one more time here.
Okay, so I'll repeat it again. Only a few meters further down the passage, you see another closed door in the left-hand wall. The letter X is scratched into the central panel. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing. Do you want to open the door or keep walking north? Sight for Sore Eyes says walk really, really slowly. But yes, Ninja Monkey, that is what cheering is for, and I really appreciate it. I worried that after Twitch sings that people would no longer cheer bits, because it's just not the same, is it? But I really appreciate it, thank you. Right, what should he do, guys? Open the door or keep walking?
It's the X on the door that makes me hesitant.
Yeah, like, is that a good X or a bad X?
Does X mark the spot, or is X like a this is not good?
What do you think, guys? Crimea says go west. X marks the bar. Time for a whiskey. Oh yeah.
X marks the I already looked here, there's nothing interesting.
Oh yeah, but in the labyrinth they lift it all back up and turn it around, and it makes no sense. I don't have any door.
What's inside would like to know.
Oh.
Let's do it. Let's open another door.
Open the door, page 87. Did I tell you that I'm probably the only person who's ever made it out of here?
You have not told me this.
I made it out once. The door opens into a large room. Turn to page 381. So I know all the secrets. 381.
That's why that last room was your favorite?
Yes. You look around the room and see nothing of interest apart from an alcove in the west wall and a stone chair in the middle of the room. Sitting in the chair is the skeleton of an armed warrior, possibly a contestant from years gone by. The skeletal fingers of its right hand are gripped around a piece of parchment. Do you wish to take the parchment from the skeleton, or would you rather walk over to the alcove?
Let's leave the parchment where it is. Let's walk over to the alcove.
Walk over to the alcove, page 128.
Because I'm feeling like this is kind of like a Goonies One-Eyed Willie situation. If I take something from a skeleton, it's going to trigger something.
It could be good or bad, though. You never know. At the back of the alcove are some steps leading down into a cellar. Cobwebs brush your face as you descend. The cellar ceiling is quite low and the floor is strewn with rubbish and debris. In the middle of the wall opposite you is an archway which leads into another crystal-lit tunnel. There are large mushrooms growing on the rubbish to your right. Do you wish to step through the archway or stop and eat some of the mushrooms?
Chat, I don't know. I mean, eating mushrooms in a strange place is very rarely a good thing. Never eat unidentified mushrooms. Not the mushrooms. Generic survival technique. Random mushrooms. Yeah, we're gonna go with the no on those mushrooms there.
Hard pass on the mushrooms. Step through
Hard
the
pass
archway.
on the mushrooms.
Turn to page 35. The tunnel continues west for several hundred meters, finally ending at some steps leading up to a closed trap door. You climb the steps slowly, hearing muffled voices above you. In the dim light you can see that the trap door is not locked. Do you wish to knock on the trap door, or do you wish to burst through with your sword drawn?
Ooh. Again, I gotta take the pacifist route, so we're gonna give it a little rap tappy tap and knock on that trapdoor.
You're gonna politely knock on the trapdoor, page 333. You hear footsteps, and suddenly the trapdoor is thrown back. For a few seconds, you're completely blinded by the bright light from the room above, and you do not see the goblin thrusting his spear downwards, or hear his sadistic laughter as the point pierces your neck. Your adventure ends here on the stone steps of the tunnel. They're like, who the fuck is knocking on my door? They deserve to die. But you made it to 1 hour and 52 seconds.
This is why Canadians wouldn't do well in a dungeon. Just too polite.
Hi, sorry, anybody there? Hello? Hello?
I probably said sorry as I got speared in the neck.
Sorry to bother you. Do you realise you've left your trapdoor unlocked? I'm just gonna pop up. Is that okay? Is that okay? Just gonna pop in. Just gonna pop in. Hope you're okay.
Do I take off my shoes first?
I'll be really quick and really quiet. I'm just gonna sneak through. Just gonna. Sorry. Just gonna sneak through.
Oh,
can I just squeeze past? Just squeeze past. I'll be no bother.
Can I sneak by you there, bud?
I think Canadians and British people are similar in that sense. We'd just be like, oh, sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you. Okay, let us give you the sad trombone. You do still have this bonus life. This is the bonus life. This is it. We're going to go back to where you finished with the stone statue. So just give me a moment. Do you need to take a break at all, or are you good?
I'm good. If you need to take a break, though, we can take a break.
I am absolutely good. It's just I need to update the timer. The number of times I've knocked on a door. Excuse me. Just wanted to let you know you've left your keys in the door. Yeah, it happens. It happens all the time. So we're going to go back to 55 seconds and 55 minutes and 21 seconds, sorry. Going back to 55 seconds wouldn't be much good.
Not likely.
Not likely. Vicky don't do breaks. Sometimes do, but we're all good. We've only gone for 2 hours. I don't need a wee break just yet. Reset to 55 minutes and 21 seconds, and we'll go back to page 100. But yeah, just say if you need a break at any point, just let me know.
For sure.
Right. Oh no, I've got blood all over you. Let me help you clean that up. Not
and
a wee
Cypher Sore
break.
Eyes is singing the song I had in my head when that door opened up too.
Oh my god.
Old Manfred Mann. Blinded by the light.
Oh yeah. It was quite bright. That's why you didn't see them stab you. Right, let me just have a little drinky and then we'll continue.
Sounds like a plan.
Okie dokie. We're back at the door with the X on it. So only a few meters further down the passage, you see another closed door in the left-hand wall. The letter X is scratched into the central panel. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing. Do you wish to open the door or continue walking north?
Well, I know that there's goblins to the left of me. Through that door. There's a skeleton in the chair. Let's... yeah, Joker's
I was
to the
going to
right.
say the
Here
same
I
thing,
am.
but I was waiting for somebody else to do it. I was waiting for someone else to do it. Goblins to the left of me, Joker's to the right. Here I am.
Stuck in a dungeon with you.
I love it. But what are we doing? Are we opening the door or not?
See, it's whether or not I'm confident that running through with my sword would be the right play with those goblins. I don't know how many there are. It could be a whole thing, but...
Well, only one
at
of them
least I know
stabbed
it's
you.
not-
Only one of them
It's
stabbed
true.
you.
It's
What do we
true.
think, guys? Is he okay to go towards the goblins, or do you want him to head
Should I
north?
just- What are we thinking?
It's not like we're
North
music
or
people
go
or
west?
anything. Not like we're music people or anything. No, not at all.
It just says north?
Can I put my vote in? Am I allowed to do that?
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
I think go through the door.
Yeah, you're thinking door?
Yeah, I think door.
W know is better than W don't. That's kind of the fence that the side of the fence that I'm on as well, D. Let's do door one more time.
Door one more time. Okay, well this is your last life. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to open
For
the
all
door.
the marbles.
87.
You bet.
87. The door opens into a large room. We're going to turn to 381. I'm desperate for someone to make it out, that's why. 381. I really want someone to make it out. I just don't know if this guy's going to be the guy. I don't think this guy is going to be the guy, but you never know.
Probably not.
You look around the room and see nothing of interest apart from an alcove in the west wall and a stone chair in the middle of the room. Sitting in the chair is a skeleton of an armed warrior, possibly a contestant from years gone by. The skeletal fingers of its right hand are gripped around a piece of parchment. Do you wish to take the parchment from the skeleton, or would you rather walk over to the alcove?
I'm going to throw this one to chat this time. Because I didn't last time, I just walked around to the alcove. Should I take the scroll from the skeleton, or do you guys think that this is like a one-eyed Willy trap sort of situation?
He still has his arms, good for him. That made me giggle.
It just says just do alcove again, alcove. Yeah, let's just keep going to the alcove.
Willy all the way.
Again, the whole devil you know.
Willy all the way. Not a sentence I ever thought I'd say.
I was going to say, that probably means something different where you live.
Yep. You would rather walk over to the alcove. Turn to 128.
Yeah, let's just do the alcove.
128. At the back of the alcove are some steps leading down into the cellar. Cobwebs brush your face as you descend. The cellar ceiling is quite low and the floor is strewn with rubbish and debris. In the middle of the wall opposite you is an archway which leads into another crystal-lit tunnel. There are large mushrooms growing on the rubbish to your right. Do you wish to step through the archway or stop and eat the random mushrooms?
Mushrooms from me, please. We say no to drugs here.
Through the archway we go. 35. The tunnel continues west for several hundred metres, finally ending at some stone steps leading up to a closed trapdoor. You climb the steps slowly, hearing muffled voices above you. In the dim light you can see that the trapdoor is not locked. Do you wish to knock on the trapdoor or burst through with your sword drawn?
I'd like to knock. No, I'm kidding.
To knock. No! No. You're bursting through?
Well, something tells me that these voices are of the gobbo variety, so let's burst through with my sword.
1, 2, 4. You don't know much, but you know goblins. You throw the trapdoor open and run up the steps into a bright lantern-lit room. The two goblins are sharpening their short swords on a stone set in the middle of the floor. You catch them momentarily off guard, but they quickly recover and both rush forward to attack you. The first goblin has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 4. The second goblin has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 5. Both goblins will have a separate attack round on you. So this works a little bit differently. So you'll have to roll once for attack and then again for defense. So you're going to attack one and defend against the other. Does that make sense?
All right.
You choose which goblin you attack. Against the other, you must throw your attack strength in a normal way, but that will be a defend. Okay. So, let's go. Which one are you attacking first?
We'll go for the one with less stamina first.
The weak one first.
So the 4. Yeah.
Let's go.
Is 16.
I got an 8, so you wound it. It's on 2 stamina.
And then my next roll here is to defend against the other.
Defend against the other one.
And that is 15.
I got a 16, so that one actually wounds you in the normal way. So deduct 2.
Okay. This is the attack on the first one again here.
Attacking the first one, yeah.
which is a 15 again.
I got a 14, so you wound that one. So that one's gone, but you still need to defend against the second one before attacking it.
There it is. Ooh, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19.
I got an 11, so you do defend against that one, and now you're going to turn and attack it.
Come here, you greasy, grimy goblin. 14.
I got a 12, so you hit it. It's down to 3 stamina.
And 14 again.
I got an 11, so it's down to 1. Whoops.
And 18.
I got a 10, so that is dead.
Yeah.
Is there a crit mechanic, or is it just some of the reason they have odd numbers of HP? It's just how it is in the book. Just how it is. But
there's kind of a crit mechanic if I spend luck.
Yeah. So by using luck, he can double the damage that he would have done. Okay, so goblins, if you win, turn to page 81. 81. I'm going to call that a save point there as well.
Okay.
Page 81, and that's 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 19 seconds. Your skill is 8. Your luck is 6 or 7? 7?
7.
7.
Yeah.
7. And your
7.
provisions is 7.
Correct.
It's still an even number. Is there a way your damage output can be dropped to 1, maybe? Yes, there is. So if he rolls for luck and he is unlucky, he only does 1 damage instead of 2. Page 81. Let us continue. The only furniture in the goblin's room is a table, 2 chairs, and a cupboard on the wall. There are 2 closed doors, one in the west wall and the other in the north wall. Would you like to open the cupboard, open the west door, or open the north door? I just want to
We gotta search the cupboard.
Something.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. The decision that you make with the doors is a critical decision. If you take one way, there's absolutely no way you're making it out of the dungeon. But if you choose the other way, you will get out. Okay.
Hopefully chat can help me with that.
I don't know if chat know. Okay, you're gonna open the cupboard.
You betcha.
307. 307. The cupboard contains a wooden mallet and 10 iron spikes, which you put in your backpack while wondering which door to open. Yeah, no pressure. So like, one door leads you on a wild goose chase, nowhere near the exit. Okay, so you've got a wooden mallet and 10 iron spikes, and now you need to decide whether you're going through the west door or the north door.
There's so much weighing on this, and so far west has been nasty for me and north has been the way to go. But this could be one of those times where it's finally like, no, this is the right one.
I'm probably helping you more than I should, but I'm just desperate desperate for someone to get out. Does anyone know which door leads him to the good path?
I might need some emotes there, chat. West has not been lucky for me, though. It really hasn't, because West was the worm, West was the early bird fight.
That's a good way to think about it.
Let's go north.
You've got no clue, but
strong and free.
There is a Go West emote, but that's only because we've got the Go West theme song. You're gonna go north. You're gonna go north. He's gonna go north, guys.
Go north. The true north, strong and free.
1, 136. 136.
136.
And now I'm not going to tell you if you've chosen the right door or not, but the door opens into another tunnel which rises gently into the distance. After walking uphill for a while, the tunnel levels out and you soon arrive at a door in the right-hand wall, to which a withered hand is nailed. If you wish to open the door, you can, or you can continue north.
Chat, what do we think? I'm at another one of those crossroads where this could be a nay-nay with that weathered hand. But we've done every door up to this point. Let's do the door.
Open the door. Turn to 210. 210. I think this game is annoyingly inconsistent. Yeah, it took me about 20 attempts to make it out. You enter a room in which a man in tattered clothing is standing chained to the wall by his left arm. You see that his right hand is missing and realise it must be the hand nailed to the door. Pleading for mercy, he cowers back from you as far as his chains will allow. Do you wish to cut him free from his chains, or would you rather leave the room, pretend you saw nothing, and head north?
I mean, I'm a humanitarian. I'm a friendly guy at heart, you know. And if this is one more person that can sing the song of Ram of Rhodes, and why the heck not? Let's cut him free.
So you make that deal with him. You're like, if I free you, you've got to go out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find the exit, go out into the world, or just spread it around the dungeon that Ram of Rhodes is here. Sing that song. Sing that song. Okay, set him free. You're going to cut him free, page 27. Let everyone know that I freed you. You step up to the frightened man and you cleave the chain with your sword. He drops to his knees and bows, thanking you over and over and over again. He tells you that 4 years ago he entered the Trial of Champions but failed. He fell down a pit and had to be rescued by a trial master, one of Baron Suckenvit's dungeon administrators. He was offered a choice between death or servitude in Deathtrap Dungeon as a trial master's minion. He chose the latter and he worked like a slave until he could stand it no longer and tried to escape. Alas, he was unsuccessful and was captured by the trial master's wandering orc guards. To teach him a lesson, they cut off his hand and condemned him to a year's imprisonment inside the cell. You ask him whether he has any information that might be of use to you. He scratches his head. I haven't exactly done very well in here myself, he says, but I do know that you need to collect gems and precious stones if you hope to get out. I don't know why, but there it is. Without another word, the ragged prisoner dashes out of the room, turning left into the tunnel. You decide to keep heading north and turn right into the tunnel. So he's gone left, you've gone right.
All right.
Turn to 78.
But the more important part is we set someone free.
You did. There is an open pipe in the right-hand wall about 1 metre in diameter. It's too dark to see far down it. You shout into it and hear your voice echoing down the iron pipe until eventually the sound fades away. Do you wish to crawl into the pipe, or would you rather continue north? The pipe looks really happy to see you.
Does it now?
It's like, oh, hi there. Hi.
Hello there. General Kenobi.
I hope you make some notes and do this accent again next time someone finds him. Of course. I'll try. Hello, sorry. I once played a character for about 13 days. 12 hours for 13 days. I played a character who sounded like this. Hello. Hello. My name is Squash. How can I help you? Do you want to hear a joke? Oh, it was terrible, but it was good fun. I just snorted so loud, I think I woke up my wife. That
Oh,
pipe,
no.
the pipe does look happy to see you. It says, "Hey there."
Is that a pipe
Hey
in your
there.
dungeon, or are you just happy to see me?
It's very happy to see you. Hey there. Okay, what do you want to do with
Let's
this
take the
pipe?
pipe.
You're gonna
Let's take the pipe.
crawl into the pipe. And it says,
Yeah.
"Ooh yeah." 301. Slide on in there, buddy. 301.
We'll do the what would Tony Hawk do, and we'll dive into the pipe.
The pipe is wet and slimy, but you crawl on
Yeah.
into the dank darkness, slithering and sliding as you go. Suddenly, your hand touches something hard and square, which feels as if it's made of wood. It rattles as you shake it, and you decide that you must be holding a box. Would you like to crawl back out of the pipe and examine your findings, or would you rather press on further down the pipe, taking the box with you to examine later?
You know what? We're gonna take that box as a win. Let's crawl back out and examine it.
Oh, thank goodness. Getting kind of uncomfortable with you inside it for that long. Examine your findings. 162. 162. Removing the box lid by the light of the tunnel, you find an iron key and a large gem. It is a sapphire.
Ooh.
Add 1 luck point. So you're now on 7 luck. That's awesome. Placing the items carefully into your backpack, you set off north again. Yes. Not many
Sorry,
people.
I gained 1 luck.
You gain a luck point. Yes.
So
you
I'm
now.
at 8 now then.
Oh, you're at 8. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Nice. So you have an iron key, a sapphire, and some extra luck. Whoop, whoop. Not many people have even found the pipe, let alone crawled into it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Turn to 142. 142. I'm very pleased. 142. That's blue, right? Yeah. So you've got.
That's 5 rupees.
So I think you've got an emerald and a sapphire at the moment.
Mhm.
Yep, cool. There is a new branch in the tunnel to your left, and ahead you see 2 bodies lying on the floor. You stop and peer down the new tunnel, but seeing no doors or creatures, you decide against walking down there, and with your sword drawn you walk over to the bodies. Page 338.
So I'm taking that left path.
338.
Pardon me.
The bodies are those of 2 orc guards. At least one of your rivals in the Trial of Champions must still be ahead of you. A quick search of the bodies produces nothing apart from a necklace of teeth hanging around the neck of one of the orcs. Do you wish to wear the necklace of teeth, or would you rather set off north without it?
I'm having flashbacks to that rat bracelet that was on the caveman.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the orc is obviously dead, so that necklace of teeth didn't do him any good.
Ninja's saying north. But this is also the first time he's caught the stream, so he's just guessing.
True.
North
True.
with the teeth around your neck. Okay. Maybe he never had
He's
to
never had of his. See, my brain is overthinking everything. I'm like, if I put on this necklace of teeth, it's gonna like bite around my neck, and it's gonna like do something bad. But at the same time, I
You
mean,
can't-
a
you
necklace
kind
of
of
teeth
want-
would
you
be
c-
pretty intimidating.
It would, yeah.
Does the orc's neck look bitten? I guess it didn't. It didn't describe the orc's neck. You know what? Let's take the necklace. Why
Okay, you wish to wear the necklace. Page 123.
Let's do it.
123. The necklace is an amulet of strength. Add 1 skill point and 1 stamina point, and continue your quest north to 282. And now you
No,
look
I can't go
badass.
above my starting skill, correct?
No, you can't.
Okay.
And now you look
So
badass.
I don't get the extra skill from it. But I mean,
No.
it's one stamina. So
One
I'll take it.
stamina. Okay, 282. The tunnel soon ends at a junction. Standing there alone and wondering which way to go is one of your rivals. It's one of the barbarians. You call out to him, but at first he does not answer. He merely stares at you coldly, his hands firmly gripping his axe. You walk up to him. 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 You walk up to him and and ask which way he's heading. He grunts his reply, saying that he's going to go west and that you may go with him if you wish. I'm going west and you may come with me if you wish. It's a very well-spoken barbarian. If you would like to head west with the barbarian, you can, or you can decline his offer and head east alone.
Something about this seems off. And I mean, obviously, it's probably in my best interest to not party up, especially with somebody that's of obvious physical advantage over me. Because
Now,
there's only going to be one winner of this labyrinth.
I've got to say, Dana Rex is in the chat. Dana was our adventurer last week. She's now a ghost. She got the furthest of anybody in this dungeon. Hi, Dana. How you doing, darling? Hope you're well.
Fair.
Go with
So
him
Dana's
and keep...
telling me to go west with the barbarian then.
We do have some Go West emotes now. For anyone who hasn't seen these lovely new emotes, I'm going to keep plugging them. Because today's the only day I can do it. There we go, got some Go West
if
emotes.
a fight were to come up, the barbarian could help, or be fodder, or any number of other things. And the fact that he's invited me, rather than me asking him... Does he look sus?
You're doing a photo shoot, so can't stay. But yes, go west, Dr. Pants. Oh, photo shoot sounds exciting. He be fodder, you're more badass.
I'll follow the warrior Dana's path. Let's go west with that barbarian.
West with the barbarian. Turn to page 22. And Dana, if you missed it, Ram also did go into the pipe, so he's also got the box with the key and the sapphire in it, so that's very good. Although you're slightly uneasy in each other's company, knowing that there can only be one winner in the Trial of Champions, you are both content to share in the benefits of a temporary alliance. You begin to tell each other of your exploits so far, of the monsters and traps you've encountered and the dangers you've overcome. Walking along, you soon come to the edge of a wide pit. It's too deep and dark to see the bottom. The barbarian offers to lower you to the bottom with his rope, saying that he's got a torch which he could light for you to use. Would you like to accept the barbarian's offer? Offer to lower him down if he's so eager to investigate the pit, or suggest that you both jump over it. So you can accept his offer and let him lower you down, you can offer to lower him down, or you can suggest that you both jump over it.
I don't think I've got the strength to lower him down. So for me, the options are him lowering me or jumping. But something about this pit is very alluring. But I could also just be getting lowered to my death.
Dana, you are allowed to help if you've got a cryptic clue you want to offer. Or you could just be really obvious with it. I don't mind. I don't mind either way. But yeah, you can let him know what he should do if you would like him to. Or
What
you
are we
could,
thinking,
or
warrior
you could
Dana?
stitch him up. You could stitch him up and send him the wrong way.
Go da-da-da-da down. All right, let's do it.
He
Let's have the
jows
barbarian lower me
down. He jows down.
I love the labyrinth. That was
Me
such a
too.
good movie.
Okay, he's going down. He's going to accept the barbarian's offer. Page 63. You tie the rope around your waist and take hold of the lighted torch given to you by Throm, as your barbarian ally calls himself. I'm going to stick with Throm being really polite today. Throm's going to be exceptionally polite. Taking hold of the slack rope, Throm lowers you slowly over the edge of the pit and down into the dark depths below. You can see by the light of the torch that the sides of the pit are extremely smooth. You drop about 20 metres before hitting the bottom of the pit. There you see another tunnel heading north, and you call up to Throm and tell him of your discovery. He calls back, saying that he's going to tie the rope around a protruding rock in the edge of the pit, and will come down to join you. You hear him climbing down, and soon you are together again. Throm retrieves his rope by shaking it off the rock, and you set off north along the new tunnel to 194. 194. You're also coming up to another save point. On a stone ledge in the tunnel wall, you see 2 dusty leather-bound books. Throm grunts his contempt for the written word, urging you to leave the books and hurry on. Would you like to open the red leather book, open the black leather book, or leave both books and continue north along the tunnel?
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Books. I mean, being the bard I am, books have stories, and stories make for better songs.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to open up one of the books. I'm just not certain as to which one I should.
Does anyone
Black
know?
is usually like a bad thing, I would think. Dana says read both.
So yellow is actually not an option. It's either red or black, Ninja. Red or black. Read both.
I was just saying red leather, yellow leather, because it's a vocal thing. Let's read the red one.
Read the red book. Turn to
Let's read the
52,
red book.
page 52. As you open the book, it begins to disintegrate and the pages turn to dust in your hands, but you manage to keep a few fragments and read the handwritten script. The book appears to be about monsters, and from what you can make out, it contains a full description of a monster called the Blood Beast. It's a horrific bloated creature with tough spiny skin and facial blisters which burst open to become mock eyes, evolved to hide the Blood Beast's only weak spot, its real eyes. Blood beasts usually dwell in pools of fetid slime, which give off a poisonous gas. The gas is so strong that it can easily knock people unconscious. The blood beast, although too bulbous to haul itself out of its slime, has a long and vicious tongue, which it wraps around its victims before dragging them into its pool. As the victim's flesh starts to decompose in the vile slime, the blood beast will feed from it. It looks like this. Ew.
Ooh.
You tell Throm about the grotesque blood beast, but he merely shrugs his shoulders and tells you to get going. If you've not done so already, you may open the black book. Otherwise, you must continue north with Throm.
Well, I mean, if the red book had some monster info in it, let's read the black book too.
Let's read the black book
Maybe it gives me more monster info.
Turn to page 138. The book's pages are sealed together, but a small hole has been cut out in the middle of them, just large enough to hold a small corked bottle containing a clear liquid. You show it to Throm, who holds up his hand, indicating that he does not want anything to do with it. You mustn't come near him with it. His distrust of things unknown is strongly evident. Would you like to drink the liquid, rub the liquid into your wounds, or leave the bottle and continue north with Throm?
Well, I don't have a lot of wounds on me right now. Let's drink it.
Drink the liquid.
Let's drink the unknown liquid.
397. 397. 397. The liquid is a magical potion which will enable you to detect hidden traps. Add 2 luck points. 2 luck points. If you've not done so already, you can open the red book, otherwise you must continue north with Throm.
Let's
turn to
continue on
369. 369. Here we go. You're coming up to another save point. The tunnel turns sharply to the right, continuing east for as far as you can see. Throm stops and yells for you to halt as well. He turns his head slowly from side to side, listening, and says, "I hear footsteps coming down the tunnel towards us." It's very polite and well spoken. He whispers, he says, "Draw your sword." You both crouch down and hide in the shadows, and not a minute too soon, for a moment later, you see the silhouette of two armed figures approaching. Throm jumps up and dashes forward, screaming a loud battle cry. There are two cave trolls in front of you. Throm will attack the first one with his battle axe. You must run to his aid and attack the second cave troll. It won't be easy. It has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 11.
Hot dog.
And if you pass this, if you complete this, it's a save point. If you die, you're deaded for good. You're deaded. Done deaded. Right, cave troll.
I'm living on borrowed time as it is from
From
Corpse's
Corpse.
earlier donation.
Let's get battling. Skill of 10, stamina of 11. Let's go.
Battle music time. All right.
He's already gone into the light, and also don't hide. Okay, cool. Have a great day, Dana. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dana. You're the best. Let's. Oh, I just rolled. Let's roll. 15.
I got an 18.
Yeah. Probably gonna be the standard for this fight.
I mean, I'll try to roll low, but there we go. A 13 from me.
And that is a 17 for me.
Okay. So you hit
and
it.
I'm going to use my luck.
You might as well.
Under 10. That is a 9. Under 10.
I thought you got a luck of 8. Have you? Oh, it's gone up again, hasn't it?
I drank the potion that gave me
it's gone
some
up
extra
again.
luck.
You got a 9. Excellent. You are lucky. So it's down to 7 health.
And that is 16.
16 from me also, so nothing happens.
Ooh. Why do I keep thinking mental math here? Hold on.
Don't worry.
13. 19.
I got a 17, so you hit it.
Yes. Anytime I roll big numbers, I get excited and I forget how to add.
That's okay, I'm the same.
I'm going to use my luck on this one as well.
Oh yeah, you go for it.
Yeah.
So it needs to be a 9
that
or
is-
below.
5.
Nice. So it's on 3 health.
Trust your luck. Big money, no whammies. Ooh, hold on. 8, 10, 16.
I got a 15, so you've hit it. It's on 1 health.
I'm going to use my luck.
Okay.
That is not a win. That's a 9 above 8.
Uh-oh. Okay, so it goes back up to 2 health. 'Twas but a mere scratch.
It's a flesh wound.
A flesh wound, exactly.
And 18.
Got a 16, so you finished it off.
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay, if
That
you
was easier than
win.
the birds were.
That was, but there was 2 birds. Thank
That's
you for all the cheering. Thank you very much, Ninja Monkey. You've been very good to me today. If you win, turn to page 288. Is everyone enjoying the adventure?
I know I am.
I'm enjoying it.
This is awesome. Thank you for putting this on, by the
Oh,
way.
no worries. I really love it. But we're doing a 15-episode season, and this is episode 13. So we haven't got long left. And then after that, I don't know whether to continue with Deathtrap Dungeon Season 2 or to move on to another book. So I'm going to give my community the vote on that one. Because doing another book would mean whole different overlays, whole different soundtrack, everything. It's a lot of work.
I believe in you.
It does literally take me maybe 2 hours every time, so about 2 hours before we go live for me to set everything up. There is a sequel, yeah, it is Trial of Champions, but I've actually never done it. So yes, I do have that book, but we're gonna save it there. At 1 hour 30 and 22. Doing great. Where did I say we were gonna go?
288.
288.
This is the page number that I've got written down.
Thank you, my darling. That's perfect. But I love doing this. Like, I am the most proud of this stream out of anything else that I do. So the skill, you've got a skill of 8, am I correct?
That is correct.
You've got a
skill
luck
of 8, luck of 7.
Luck of 7. And how many provisions do you have? Still 7?
Still 7. Actually, I'm going to eat one of those now to bring my stamina back up to 20.
That's great.
So I'll have 6 provisions here.
Okie, no worries. You look to your left and see Throm standing over the cave troll that he has slain. Blood is pouring out from a deep cut in his shoulder. But it doesn't seem to worry him. You search the bodies of the cave trolls but find nothing apart from a bone ring on a leather cord, hanging around the neck of one of them. The ring is engraved with a symbol which Throm recognises. He explains that it must have belonged to the druids of the north, and that an ancient talisman such as this will increase your powers, but only if your body is able to accept it. Throm won't touch it, and advises you to leave it well alone too. Do you wish to put the bone ring on, or would you rather continue east with Throm?
If only my body can stand it.
If only your body can stand it.
Which tells me it's probably going to drop my stamina significantly. I'm going to probably leave the bone ring well enough alone. I've got a lot of treasures already.
You're going to leave it? Okay.
I think I'm going to leave it.
Might be strength based. Okay, you're going to leave it. You final decision?
I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
Yeah, final decision.
You are going to leave it and continue east with Throm to page 221.
Because even if it were to increase my skill, I can't go above my 8 anyways.
No. The tunnel leads into a damp, high-ceilinged cavern with a rock-strewn floor. Long, dripping, teeth-like stalactites hang down threateningly.
Ooh.
Their constant dripping creating milky pools on the floor. The tunnel carries on through an archway carved in the shape of a demonic mouth. Do you wish to search the chamber, or would you rather head straight for the archway?
Let's search that chamber first.
Search the chamber 374. You walk around the cavern but find nothing of interest. But Throm calls out behind you saying that he has found a leather pouch under a pile of rocks. Opening the pouch, he laughs out loud as a tiny mouse runs through his fingers and scurries off into a crevice between 2 boulders. Suddenly you hear the sound of cracking rock above you, and you look up to see stalactites breaking off the roof. Throm's booming laughter, which still echoes through the chamber, has made the stalactites vibrate and break off. You yell at Throm to run through the archway as the stalactites start to crash around you on the floor. Test your luck.
Oh no.
Oops.
Throm, why does your laughter have to be so loud and boisterous? Okay, less than 7, less than 7, less than 7. 5.
Nice, you are lucky, but now your thing drops down to 6. Your luck.
6.
Okay. You are lucky. Turn to page 118. 118. Okay. Despite the stalactites crashing all around, you manage to dash through the archway without injury. You look around and see Throm thundering towards you with one arm held over his head for protection. He dashes into the tunnel and leans against the cold wall, panting heavily. He apologises for starting the rock fall and offers you his hand to shake. You tell Throm that maybe he should use sign language in the future, even for laughing. You both smile and you head off east once more. You turn to page 60. So you're continuing east. How do you feel about Throm?
He's starting to warm up on me.
Yeah?
I'm not usually the barbarian character type. Not because of
You're not
any
barbarianist,
particular,
are you?
you
Huh?
know, yeah, it's, I don't have anything against them. It's just not a way of life that I subscribe to.
I
But I
think
respect them
you
for
just
their
haven't
decisions.
spent a lot of time with barbarians. That's what it is. You're learning right now.
That's what it is.
Okay, the tunnel ends at a large oak door. Throm wastes no time in testing the handle and is somewhat surprised to find the door unlocked. He pushes it open and walks into a torchlit chamber. Sitting alone on an ornate chair is a dwarf, who bids you to enter the chamber, and as you do so, the oak door swings shut behind you. "Adventurers, you've done well to get this far," says the dwarf in a deep voice. "However, as you both know, there can only be one winner in the Trial of Champions. As Trial Master, it is my duty to Baron Succumbit to let only the most able continue. Therefore, I must devise a test of wits and strength to eliminate one of you. Please do not attempt to dispose of me. It would be utterly pointless, for as you can see, there is no obvious way out of this chamber, and only I know where the hidden exit lies. Now, if you'd care to decide between you who will go first, I shall make the necessary preparations." I don't know why I chose this voice. You look at Throm, suddenly angry that your effective partnership might have to come to an end. He leans over and whispers into your ear that you should try to kill the dwarf and worry about the exit later. If you wish to join Throm in attacking the dwarf, you can, or you can try to persuade Throm to go through with the dwarf's test.
I'm going to try and persuade Throm. I mean, obviously this dwarf would have been placed here for a very specific purpose, and I feel like attacking it's probably the wrong idea.
Okay, so you want to go through with the dwarf's test?
Yeah, let's go through the dwarf's task.
365. I think most of the other adventurers are probably dead by now.
Ninja Monkey, is that African or European?
A laden swallow. Gosh, I don't know. You tell Throm that there is no point in killing the dwarf, as you will never find the way out of the chamber alone. You argue that an opportunity of tricking the dwarf might arise later once you've found the exit from the chamber, so you intend to go through with the dwarf's test. You tell the dwarf that you're ready, and he beckons you to follow him, telling Throm to wait for his return. A secret door opens in the chamber wall, and you follow the dwarf into a small circular room. He closes the door behind you and hands you 2 bone dice, telling you to throw them on the floor. You roll a 6 and a 2, a total of 8. The dwarf asks you to roll them again, but this time you must predict whether the total will be the same as, or less, or more than 8. Do you want to guess that it will be the same? Do you want to guess that it will be less than 8? Or do you want to guess that it will be more than 8?
Well, statistically, 7 is the most commonly rolled number on dice. And there are more numbers below 8 than there are above or on 8. Well, I guess, including 8, there's an equal amount on or above. But chances are that it rolls less than. So I'm going to say less.
You want to guess that it will be less than 8. Turn to 191. 191. Roll 2 dice.
4.
It is less than 8. Amazing. Turn to 152. 152. The dwarf congratulates you for guessing correctly. He tells you that you must now progress to the second stage of the test. He reaches for a wicker basket and tells you that a snake is held within it. He tips up the basket and the snake drops onto the floor. It's a cobra and it rears up in the air, ready to strike. The dwarf tells you that he wishes to test your reactions. Bare-handed, you must grasp the cobra below its head, avoiding its deadly fangs. You crouch down on the floor, tensing yourself for the moment to seize it. Roll 2 dice.
4.
Okay, so the total is the same or less than your skill. We're going to go to 55. It's less than your skill. With lightning speed, you thrust your hand out and you grip the cobra just below its open mouth. You lift it up and, arm outstretched, you dangle it in front of the dwarf. He doesn't flinch, but he says in his calm, expressionless way, oh god, I've got to do this bloody accent now. Please put the cobra back in the basket and prepare for the final part of the test. Follow me. You do what he says and you follow him back into the chamber, where Throm is pacing up and down, obviously ill at ease. You wave to him while the dwarf opens a second secret door and tells you to walk on through and wait for him. Again you comply, and you find yourself in another circular room, although this one resembles a small arena. The floor is covered with sand, and a small balcony runs around the arena wall. Opposite the secret door by which you entered is an ominous-looking wooden door. Suddenly you hear a shout, and you look up to see the dwarf smiling and standing on the balcony. He throws down 2 pieces of paper. On one of them are the words, "No crop is." I'll type that into chat. Okay, so that is on one piece of paper. On the other are the words ruin moat. In his ever calm voice he says, "If you can rearrange the letters of the words, you will find the names of 2 creatures. You may choose which one to fight in my arena of death." So they are anagrams, you need to rearrange them, and then you get to fight one of them. So we've got no croppies or ruin moat.
Yeah, I figured the first one was definitely Scorpion Ninja. It's the second one I'm trying to figure out.
You can ask for a clue.
Ooh. Can I ask for a clue?
Yep. Ruin moat is a mythical creature. Shidler's already got it.
Ah, Minotaur. Ooh. Nice. Thank you.
How big is the scorpion? I can't tell you. I'm just the narrator. But it is an arena of death, so...
True. It's true. Trying to think, would a Minotaur be stronger than a Scorpion?
Dungeon sized, yeah, exactly.
I mean, a Scorpion's got that whole 3-prong attack thing going for it. So you gotta, not only avoid both the claws, you gotta avoid the tail. Whereas with a Minotaur, I mean, it'll charge at you, but really, you kind of know where your attacks are coming from. You got a little bit more of a predictable sort of pattern of attack. And if it's a person-sized Scorpion, poison's gonna be a bad time. Yeah, I'm leaning Minotaur.
Okay.
So let's take the Ruin Moat.
We're going to do that and turn to page 40. You call out to the dwarf that you're ready to fight the Minotaur. The wooden door rises slowly and you see the fearsome beast, half man, half bull, step into the arena. Steam blows from his nostrils as it works itself up into a rage, ready to attack. And suddenly it rushes forward, swinging its double-headed axe. Once we've completed this battle, I will do a save point, and I am going to need to run to the loo after you've done the Minotaur, and then we'll go from there. So let's battle this Minotaur. He's got a skill of 9 and a stamina of 9.
I've finished worse.
Let's go.
$15.
17.
Darn. He does have that one up on me. $17.
17 again from me, so we just bash into each other, I'm afraid.
Plink.
Yep.
Ooh, 14.
A 19 from me.
Oh, snake eyes, 10.
I got a 15.
Had to happen at some point. I'm trying to roll better. There we go. 17.
I got an 18.
Gosh. I'll get one hit on this thing, hopefully, at some point. Did I remember to... Oh, right. Gotta blow on the dice. Thank you, Ninja. 16.
I got a 17.
Sorry.
It's just that extra 1 point, isn't it?
It is. It really is. Oh, one rolled off. I'm just gonna re-roll that one here.
Okay, no worries.
18.
16. You've got 1 hit in. He's on 7 stamina.
Use my luck.
You do only have 6,
mighty low.
look. Yeah, you do only have 6.
I'm not gonna use it.
Okay.
Hey, 18.
I got a 14, so you hit it. It's on 5 health.
Come on, chat.
What?
We got this. 17.
15 from me. It's on 3 stamina.
Uh, 14.
17 from me.
$16.
17.
It's that one. It's always that one.
Mm-hmm. How many stamina are you on at the moment?
6. So I've got 3
Okay.
hits left in me. $19.
I got a 14. It's on 1 health.
It's coming down to the wire. Forgot to blow on the dice that time. Hey, 18 again.
I got a 19.
No.
I rolled 2 5s.
That was a 6 and a 4, yeah. And that's 18 again.
I got a 15. It's dead. We're going to pause it there.
Oh,
Do you need to take a break at all, or are you good?
I am good.
I'm going to take a quick
You-
loo
you-
break.
You take your break, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you here. I'm not going to put it on the BRB screen. I'm going to let you chat with chat if you want to. And more
Deal.
cheering. Thank you, Ninja Monkey. So your skill is still 8. Your luck is down to 6. And your provisions is 6. Is that right?
That is correct. I'm going to be eating some provisions to
Oh, yeah.
up my stamina. I'll let you know what I'm at when you come back.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just going to take a very, very quick break. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you for all the hype in chat and the bits, Ninja. I'm sure that Vicky loves those bits. They help support the channel. They help support this amazing stream that she's running. And gosh darn, this is just a whole heck of a lot of fun. And knowing that it literally prevents you from being able to match the Minotaur. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, for me, it's I when I rolled my character at the start of the game, your 3 stats, your skill, your stamina, and your luck. It's like you roll 1 dice and you add that plus 6 to whatever you want your skill to be. And I rolled really, really low for my skill at the start, so I'm coming in at a bit of a disadvantage having 8 skill as my cap. So a lot of things in this dungeon are probably going to be better than me, but my luck is kind of where I've made up for that so far. But even that's starting to dwindle a little bit. So it's like, all right, we're doing it the best we can. I've got more health. Yeah, I've got a lot of stamina. I've got a decent amount of luck. I've just used a lot of my luck already. But definitely having that 20 stamina at the start of the game has helped me in a lot of situations. And in fact, this being one of them, having 4 stamina left at the end of that fight. So A lot of those rolls went perfectly wrong, like one off. One off. If I had rolled like a 3 even at the start of the game to add to my skill, I would have had 9, and a lot of those just would have been glancing. Not only just in this fight, but in a lot of the earlier ones. So it just goes to show you, even one number off can make a huge difference. Oh, Corpse, thanks for donating the 15 bits to Vicky. I'm sure she'll thank you when she comes back anyways. Like, hey, I finally got a high one. And then it's like, haha, so did the Minotaur. Yeah, basically. I think I did good. Yeah, you did, but the Minotaur did better. It's like, oh, cool, thanks. Yes, perseverance and luck shall prevail. I hope so too, Ninja. I really do. Games with friends are a lot of fun. I agree. Problem with luck is you have to spend it to take advantage of it. Yeah. Well, I started with 12, which is the highest luck you can start with in the game. So I've lucked out there. But
I am back.
Sure it'll only last for so long. Welcome back.
Thanks. Games with friends are lots of fun. Oh, did you have a nice little break?
We did.
Good. Okay, 163 we're heading over to now. 163.
All right. And I've used 3 of my provisions, so I've got
Okay.
3 provisions remaining, so I'm
Oh,
at
wow.
16 stamina.
That's pretty damn good. Movie moments when the hero lands a solid chest punch only to look up and see the bad guy grinning at them. Well, you
Yeah.
better be ready for
That's
you
what
better
that
be
fight
ready.
felt like.
How are you feeling after that fight?
Oh, I'm surprised I had a harder time with that Minotaur than I did with the cave troll, if I'm honest. But it's encouraging now that I'm plowing my way through this.
Well, let's continue. The dwarf calls down from the balcony, congratulating you on your victory. He throws a sack down into the arena and tells you to relax and gain your strength for the final part of the test. He walks off, saying he'll return in about 10 minutes. You open a sack and find a jug of wine and a cooked chicken. Do you wish to eat and drink the dwarf's offerings, or would you rather sit down and await his return?
I don't have the option of eating one and not the other. It's either eat or
No.
don't.
Eat or don't?
Okay. What the heck? Let's eat.
Let's eat. 363. The food and drink are excellent and you feel much better. You may add 2 stamina.
Perfect.
Fully
And that's why I
satisfied.
didn't want to eat more than I needed to.
There you go.
There's probably going to be an opportunity to gain more stamina at some point.
Fully satisfied, you sit down and await the dwarf's return. To be honest, it's not the dwarf's choice whether he kills you or not. It's the things you have to face. He's just
That's what I
he is
figured.
just a trial master after all. Fully satisfied, you sit down and await the dwarf's return, turning to 302.
Oh, I hope I don't have to fight Throm. I really don't.
Why would you say that?
That's what D. Scheidler was saying.
And you didn't have Throm by your side for the Minotaur. Oh, De Scheidler knows. After about 20 minutes, the dwarf reappears on the balcony. He calls down to you, saying, "Well, I do have an interesting problem on my hands. Prepare to
Of
fight
course.
your next opponent." The wooden door rises once more, and you are surprised to see a familiar face. It is your buddy Throm. He's cut and badly bruised and doesn't seem to recognise you. He's clearly delirious, and he staggers forward with his axe raised to attack you. The dwarf laughs and says, "The cobra bit him, but he has the strength of an ox and managed to carry on, even though most men would have died. Now you must fight him to finally decide which of one of you will continue the trial of champions." You shout abuse at the dwarf, protesting against the cruelty of such a contest, but he merely laughs, and you have no option but to defend yourself against Throm. Throm has a skill of 10.
Throm.
He has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 12. Despite his wounds,
Oh, dang.
he is immensely strong.
Oh, Throm's going to take me to town.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna keep shouting sorry as Throm and I are fighting. And I start with a 16.
I've got a 15, so you hit him. He's down to 10.
And I'm going to use my luck.
Just remember, if you're unlucky, he goes back up to 11 stamina.
Yep. Snake Eyes.
Oh, nice. He's down to 8 health. This will go on his performance review. So you're now down to 5 luck.
Okay. 15.
I got a 15 as well, so nothing happens. You just say sorry. Sorry. Oh man. What is happening?
18.
15 again. He's down to 6 stamina.
I'm cursing your dice from across the
Oh, that's what it is. I see. I nip off to the loo and
18.
come back to curse dice. I've got a 17. Down to 4. I got a 16 again.
And mine's only a 15.
Ah, yes. 1 hit on you. 1 hit.
He's not using luck. Ooh, 14.
I got an 18. He hits you.
Wrong box. Come on now. There we go. I'm sorry, Throm. 17.
18.
Darn.
Darn it.
He's picking it back up.
Got that barbarian rage happening.
Mm-hmm. Got that berserker rage.
Yep.
17.
A 15. He's down to 2 health.
Come on, Chad. I need some height.
1 hit and Throm is dead. 1 more hit, guys.
I need Chat to blow on my dice.
Oof. Okay, so
Come on, Chat.
I got a 19.
Ooh, I don't think I can beat that. Not unless I get 5 and a 6 or a 6 and a 6. That's not, no.
Okay.
Come on. That's a 19, though.
I got an 18. Oh my goodness. You've done it. He's down. He's down.
Throm! No!
Oh my god. Right, we're going to save it there as well. You don't want to have to fight Throm ever again. If you fight him, turn to 379. You've made it to 1 hour, 23, 23 seconds.
Oh.
Thank you for all those cheers, you guys.
Yeah, Corpse donated some bits while you were gone as well.
What the heck? Oh, 15 bits I saw. Thanks, Corpsey. Cheering me while I'm on the loo. Thanks. You've got 3 provisions left, is that correct?
That is correct.
So you're on 8 skill, 5 luck, 3 provisions. 379 we're heading over to now. I keep trying to get Corpse on as well. I want to get Corpse on at some point. Okay, 379. Exhausted from your long jaw, you fall to your knees. As you stare at Throm's lifeless body, a bitter loathing for the dwarf fills your heart. Somehow, you will avenge Throm. Engulfed in your hatred, you do not notice the dwarf entering the arena until he's standing right in front of you, a loaded crossbow aimed at your chest. I know what you're thinking, he says calmly, but remember that only I know the way out of here. Get up, it's time for you to leave. Once on your feet again, the dwarf indicates that you should walk ahead of him. Back in the chamber, he crosses over to the northern wall and pushes against one of its stones. A door-like section of the wall swings out, opening into another crystal-lit tunnel. With his crossbow still aimed at your chest, the dwarf smiles and says, "Good luck. Would you wish to walk straight into the tunnel, or would you rather try and take a punch at the dwarf?"
I'm a non-violent person, but right now that dwarf, so help me. I gotta keep walking.
213.
I gotta.
213 to keep
In honor
walking.
of Throm. I do this for Throm.
The tunnel divides into two. You hear a buzzing sound coming from the western branch. Do you wish to walk west to investigate who or what is making the noise, or would you rather continue north?
What was the noise that I was hearing?
A buzzing noise. Sounds like this.
It's more flies, more Jeff Goldblums.
I can neither
Now-
confirm nor deny. Hark! What is that noise?
Now here's my train of thought then here. I've got that opal dagger that I got from the earlier fly, and if that was like the fly king or something, the dagger might come into play with more flies? Question mark? So I think I'm gonna eat one of my provisions to bring my stamina up to 14, and I'm gonna go to the west. I'm gonna follow the noise.
You're gonna walk west to investigate who or what is making the noise, turning to 108. This run is going much better than the last ones.
I'm glad. I really sucked this last extra life from corpses as long as I have here. Yeah, I'm happy with it.
There is a large panel of glass in the left-hand wall of the tunnel. Through it you can see a bright torch-lit room teeming with giant insects of every possible description. Bees, wasps, beetles, ticks. Even the mites are over 6 centimetres long. The noise is threatening. In the middle of the room, a jewelled crown lies on top of a small table. What looks like a large diamond is set in the middle of the crown. Would you like to break the glass and try to snatch the crown? Would you like to continue west, or would you rather return to the junction and head north? Does anyone know anything about this? We've got a room with flies. You can either break the glass and snatch the crown, which looks like it's got a large diamond set in it. You could continue west, leaving the crown where it is, or return to the junction to head north. Does anyone know anything about this in the chat? Diamond would complete a trifecta of jewels. Does anyone know?
But yeah, that's where I'm at as well, D. Scheidlers. I'm not sure if I need something else before I break this glass here, but it would complete my set. What do I have? I've got hollow tube, gold ring of wishes, opal dagger, mallet, 10 spikes, iron key. What do we think, chat? I mean, I don't have a ruby, but yeah. Is there anything indicating the importance of having a set? Not yet. I've been told that I'd need.
I think someone said
to
earlier that you needed
somehow?
3
Yeah.
shinies. I think someone said you needed 3 shinies. But they didn't indicate which ones.
Oh man. It's a magic number. Apparently, might need it. Let's. Oh, I'm gonna regret this so much. I'm gonna bust the glass.
Break the glass and snatch the crown. 394.
Yep.
394. You smash the glass with the hilt of your sword, making a hole big enough to climb through. Immediately the giant insects start swarming and jumping towards you. Wasting no time, you clamber into the room, grabbing one of the lit torches to defend yourself. The fire keeps most of the insects away, but by the time you have snatched the crown and climbed back out into the corridor, some will certainly have stung you. Roll 1 die and add 2 to the total.
4, so 6.
This is the number of stings you have suffered, and you must reduce your stamina by 1 per sting.
Well, I'm glad I ate that food first.
Ouchie, ouchie. The giant insects do not chase you. They prefer the bright light of the room that they are in. You examine the crown, and with disgust, you see that it is merely painted iron, and the diamond is just glass and completely worthless.
Oh.
You throw it to the ground in a rage and wonder which way you should go next. Would you like to head west, or would you rather return to the junction and head north?
Gosh darn it. I'm going to eat one of my provisions again.
Yeah.
So I'll bring my stamina from 8 up to 12. And I'm going to...
I'm just out here promoting my new emotes. That's what I'm doing.
Well, let's head west.
Is that your gut instinct? I mean, I don't know what would have told you to do that.
That was my gut instinct. You're
going to head west to 59. 59. I didn't help you. I didn't say anything. Ahead, in the far distance, you hear the sound of slow footsteps coming towards you. Unsure of who or what might be approaching, you look around for a place to hide. You find a large crack in the tunnel wall which lies in shadow. Do you wish to stand your ground with your sword drawn, or would you rather hide in the shadows?
So here's the part where before Dana left, she left me one last piece of parting advice, and it was to not hide. So I'm going to follow Dana's advice. We are not going to hide. I'm going to stand with my sword drawn.
Okay, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. The crippled man with shackled feet shuffles into sight, carrying a wooden tray laden with bread and water. He looks tired and miserable, and quite unmoved by the sight of you. He tries to walk past. Would you like to talk to him, take the bread and water from his tray, or offer him some of your provisions should you have any left?
I only got 1 provision left, but gosh darn it.
He does have bread and water.
He does. I am going to offer him my provisions anyways, though.
169.
Because even though he's got the bread and water, he's obviously not eating them.
Okay. Offer him provisions. 169. He eyes you suspiciously as you offer him a portion of your provisions. But hunger overcomes his fear, and he crams the food into his mouth. You ask him what he's doing in the tunnels, and he explains that he is a servant of a trial master. Baron Succubus appointed controllers of sections of the dungeon. He tells you that he would like to escape, but no one is ever allowed to leave the dungeon in case the secret of its construction is revealed. You tell him that you are a contestant in the Trial of Champions, and that you would appreciate any help. Rubbing his chin, he turns to you and says, "One good turn deserves another. All I can tell you is that in a northern tunnel there is a wooden chair carved in the shape of a demon bird. There's a secret panel in the arm of the chair which contains a potion in a glass vial. It's a doppelganger potion. And now I must go about my duties. Good luck. I hope we meet again outside of these infernal tunnels." The man then shuffles off, and you continue your journey west. Turn to 109. You arrive at another junction in the tunnel. Do you wish to keep going west, or would you like to go north?
Well, if the man was saying that there's that demon bird chair in the north, let's go north this time.
24. No one's ever spoken to that man, by the way. You're the first.
Ooh.
Set back in an arched alcove in the tunnel wall, you see an ornate wooden chair carved into the shape of a demonic bird of prey. Would you like to sit in the chair, or would you rather keep going north?
Let's sit in the chair.
Sit in the chair. 3, 2, 4. Have you talked to a crippled servant of a trial master?
I have.
Turn to 256. 256. Remembering the old man's advice, you search the arm of the chair for a secret panel. You find an almost invisible crack in the arm, which you start to press and squeeze. Suddenly, a tiny panel springs out of the arm, and you see a glass vial lying in a cavity. You pick it out and read the label. Doppelganger potion, 1 dose only. This liquid will make you assume the shape of any nearby living being. You place the strange potion into your backpack, and you continue north. Turning to page 188. The tunnel starts to slope downwards and finally comes to the end of a deep pool enclosed by the tunnel wall. Do you remember the Spirit Girl's poem?
I do.
Can you tell me what it is, please?
The Spirit Girl told me that if I ever came across a body of water, I just gotta dive right in and hold my breath.
Okay, we're going to turn to page 155. The words of her poem flash through your mind. When corridor doth water meet, do not make a quick retreat. Of course, it's here that she wants you to dive into the water. Now you must decide what to do. Would you like to dive into the water, or would you rather go back down the tunnel?
We're diving.
Diving. 378. 378. Somewhat nervously, you take a deep breath and you dive into the dark pool. The northern wall does not project very far beneath the surface of the water, and you decide to take the risk and swim under it. You soon start gasping for air and are forced to swim upwards. You try not to think that you may be trapped in an old submerged tunnel, and are very relieved when you surface into cool air. You're on the other side of the wall and can see the tunnel rising out of the water and continuing north into the distance. You wade out of the water and check the contents of your backpack. You must test your luck.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. Should have taken a luck potion. Oh well.
I should have. Yeah, that would have been smart. Okay, less than 5. Come on now. 3.
Oh! Yes. Okay, so your luck goes down to 4. His luck is now on 4.
Oh.
You are lucky. Turn to page 112. This is going so much better. 112. This is great.
I really should have got that luck potion, though. Oh, no.
Oh, well. You live and learn. Apart from 2 portions of your provisions... Did you have any provisions left?
Which I have none left.
No.
Yeah.
So any provisions that would have remained would have been saturated and would be unedible, but all of your other possessions remain intact. You repack them carefully inside your backpack and set off north again, turn into 356.
Yeah, I gave the old man my last provision.
You were way too nice. There is an opening on the left-hand side of the tunnel wall. You are standing at the entrance of a large cavern, from where you hear a girl's voice crying for help. You can just make out the shape of a human figure rolling about on the floor at the back of the cavern. Do you wish to enter the cavern and investigate, or would you rather just continue north along the tunnel? So help or investigate? Yeah, I guess they would have been wasted if you hadn't have given them to the old man. You would have just wasted those provisions now.
Very true.
So chat, Ram wants to know if you would help the girl who is obviously in some kind of... She's rolling around on the floor in pain. So help or leave well alone and continue north. What's your stamina at right now?
Stamina's currently at 12.
Okay.
And it just says help. Premier says leave her alone. It's a 50-50 split. I'm kind of on the side of leaving her alone. Is she a model?
Well,
Is
there's
she
only
the most beautiful girl in the room?
only one way to find out. You could be a part-time model. If it's not Emma Watson, do not help her.
I'm leaning towards no, if only for the fact that I can't see what's harming her, and she might harm me in the process. I've got nothing on me in terms of like provisions or first aid or anything like that that might be able to help her. I'm going to continue north.
Okay, you'd rather continue north along the tunnel, turning to 192.
Yeah.
192. Walking along the tunnel, you notice an iron grill in the floor. Do you wish to stop and lift it up, or would you rather keep walking?
What's that one up?
You're gonna lift it up?
Yeah.
120. Lying in a hole about a metre deep, you see a grappling iron and a leather pouch. Do you wish to reach down for them, or would you rather ignore them and continue north?
Oh, I gotta reach for those.
Reach down for them. 228. You reach down into the hole. Suddenly your blood runs cold and you feel something warm and sticky wrapping itself around your arm. You manage to pull your arm out of the hole, but a hideous tentacled limb with unbelievably strong suckers is clinging to your arm. By the time you manage to cut yourself free, your arm is trembling with pain. Test your luck.
Oh no. This is not gonna end well.
Oh dear.
Yeah, 10 is not lower than 4.
You are unlucky. Turn to page 33. If you survive for another half an hour, you've beaten the top score. It was a mistake to reach into the hole with your sword arm. It's covered with round sucker marks and feels as if it's been crushed. Lose 3 skill.
Oof.
You peer into the hole and see the bleeding tentacled stump hanging limply. You carefully pull out the grappling iron and the leather pouch, in which you find a tiny brass bell. You pack away your new possessions and you head north. So you have a grappling iron and a tiny brass bell. It's been a while since we saved, so I think we'll save there.
Okay. And
You
I
had
am
a-
going to drink my potion
I was
of
going to say you
skill
had a
at this
potion,
point.
right? Yeah, you got a potion.
Yeah.
That's a good use for it. So we're going to head to 292. Survive for 2 hours, 12 minutes and 19 seconds. If he can hang on for another 30 minutes, he actually beats the top score. The top time at the moment is 2 hours, 41 minutes and 4 seconds. Okay, you have a skill. You're back up to 8 now. Your luck is 3?
4.
4.
4. Wait, do I still lose the luck if I lose the check?
Yeah.
Okay, then I am at 3.
3 and then 0 provisions, that's fine. 292, 292, 292. A door comes into view in the left-hand wall of the tunnel. You listen carefully at the door but hear nothing. The door is not locked and the handle turns easily. Do you wish to open the door, or would you rather keep walking along the tunnel?
Well, I gotta keep opening those doors. You know, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it with those doors.
93. The door opens into a small dark room, which is empty apart from a sturdy wooden chest lying on a shelf on the far wall. The floor is thick with dust and you can clearly see fresh footprints leading from the door to the chest and back again. You wonder whether one of your rivals is still ahead of you on the walk, or whether the chest has been recently placed on the shelf by a trial master. Do you wish to enter the room and open the chest, or would you rather keep walking down the tunnel?
What do we think, chat?
So go in and investigate the
I gotta
chest.
call out to chat.
investigate the chest, or ignore it and keep walking?
I'm leaning towards chest, but I've been really greedy up to this point. Ninja says chest as well. Do you need that third gem? True. True, it could be in that chest. I think we're leaning towards chest.
Okay.
Passed on the model, but now you check the chest. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the chest. Let's do it.
284. 284.
I'm a chest guy, apparently.
You're a chest guy. Did you drink the potion from a black leather book?
I did.
You did. 398 then for you. 398. Although you cannot see any visible traps, you have a strong feeling that the chest contains a hidden danger. The potion of trap detection that you drank is working well. You stand to one side of the chest and lift the lid with your sword, holding it at arm's length. As the lid rises, an iron ball hanging on a cord swings back and breaks the glass capsule fixed inside the lid, instantly releasing a poisonous gas. Fortunately, you have time to jump back without inhaling the poisonous fumes. Once the gas has cleared... Oh, we're being raided. Uh-oh, we're being raided. Right, let's pause there. Ta-ta for now. Thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness. How are you, darling? How are you? Let's get a shout out for Ta-ta for now. What were you streaming today? Thank you for coming by. No, how have you been? Thank you for giving her a... Thank you for giving her a shout out. Yes, welcome raiders. Oh my god, it's been a while. What do I say? Hi, I'm Vicky. I used to do Twitch Sings, but now I'm a variety streamer every Friday or Saturday, depending on when I can get a wonderful guest on. I do this, which is Fighting Fantasy. I send one of my lovely adventurers through the dungeon and see how long it takes for me to kill them. Just doing some just chatting. Wow, awesome. I hope you had an amazing stream. It must have been to bring 41 people over. Thank you so much. If you've never seen anything like this before, then stick around. Ram is going through the dungeon, is on his last life. He's doing very well so far. He needs to find one more key item to get out of the dungeon. If he can survive for another 25 minutes, he beats the top time and will secure the #1 spot on the leaderboard. Anyone who makes it onto the leaderboard gets a certificate, and if he takes the #1 spot or even makes it out, I send him a copy of the book. Hi Fumbling Titan, hi Frey Freak, nice, welcome to meet you. You wanted to bring some people in, some games. Thank you, my darling. Right, let's get back to it because we are at a crucial point. He has just used his potion of trap detection to open a chest. We're about to see what happens. There's actually a video game based on this book. Yes, there is. There's many video games based on this book. What sort of shirt is that? Ram, what kind of shirt is that?
Mine? Oh.
Yeah. I'm not wearing a shirt.
It's Doom, but instead of Doom, it says Doot, and instead of holding a gun, the little Skelly boy from the video game Doom has a trumpet.
Oh, Doot is in like toot. I get it. I've never played Doom.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are video games based on this book. I just prefer the old-fashioned way. So let's see what was in that chest. We're looking for... What are we looking for? Do we think it's a diamond? Is it a diamond that we speak of? Do we think it's a diamond?
Hopefully.
Hopefully a
I
diamond.
hope it's a diamond.
That is what we're looking for. He's probably about 3/4 of the way through the dungeon. So let's see if he can be the first to make it out. Okay. As the lid rises, an iron ball hanging on a cord swings back and breaks a glass capsule fixed inside the lid, instantly releasing a gas. Can we also get a shout out for Dr. Ram as well, so that people can go and follow him? Thank you. Fortunately, you have time to jump back without inhaling the poisonous fumes. Once the gas has cleared, you walk back to the chest and look inside. There's a pendant chain lying in the bottom, but somebody has taken the stone from its setting. You feel so annoyed that you throw the chain on the floor and you storm out of the room and up the tunnel. Turn to page 230.
Gosh darn.
Gosh darn it. The tunnel starts to widen. Let me just give you a shout out. I don't think anyone's doing that.
Oh, no worries.
There you go. If you like Dr. Ram's shirt, go and give him a follow. The tunnel starts to widen, and ahead you see it opens into a huge cavern from where you can hear the sound of many tiny, high-pitched voices. You creep up to the entrance and take a look inside. There are about 20 tiny people with long noses and ears running in a circle around a large golden effigy. Would you like to walk up and talk to them, try to creep past them, or drink a doppelganger potion if you have one?
Ooh. Well, I mean, if it gives me the option, let's drink that doppelganger potion.
Let's do it. You turn to page 385. 385. It is
I think
potion
it's
time.
potion time, Ninja.
Heck yeah. You pour the contents of the glass vial into your mouth and you swallow the clear liquid. Although you do not feel any immediate change, you hope that the potion will create the illusion that you are a troglodyte, just like the ones in front of you. You take a deep breath and you step boldly into the cavern. The troglodytes continue their tribal dance, believing you to be one of them. You walk past them casually and you head north, but unfortunately the effects of the potion are short-lived, and suddenly you hear a shriek behind you as one of the troglodytes spots you and you're forced to run across the cavern floor. Ahead you see an underground river running east to west through the cavern and a wooden bridge crossing over it. Do you wish to run over the bridge, or would you like to dive into the river? Run away!
I'm going to say let's keep running across that bridge. I'm not sure of what's in that river, and there's been a lot of tentacle-y things so far.
Okay, you're going to run over the bridge, turn into 318. 318. After crossing the bridge, you run across the cavern floor. At last you see a tunnel in the far wall, which you race down until you reach its end at a heavy wooden door, but the door is locked. Do you have an iron key?
I do.
You have an iron key. Turn to page 86. 86.
Ooh.
The key turns in the lock and the door opens into a four-way intersection of the tunnel. There is nothing to be seen either to the east or the west apart from a now familiar ceiling crystals giving off their dim light. Suddenly you hear a voice calling you. This way! This way! You're on the right track! It seems to be coming from somewhere directly ahead of you. Your curiosity gets the better of you and you decide to walk towards the beckoning voice, turning to 187. Yeah, your mum is here! Nice to meet you. I'm Colleen's wife. Nice to meet you. Turn to 187. 187.
Why would you bring up Throm? Why would you do me like that?
Okay. The tunnel bends sharply to the right, and around the corner you see a little old man with a long beard cowering behind a large wicker basket. The basket is tied to a rope, the other end of which disappears into the ceiling. The old man sounds very worried as he says, "Do not attack me, stranger. I pose no threat to you. I'm simply here to help you. If you would be so kind as to offer me some kind of remuneration, I'll gladly haul you up in the basket to the upper level, and believe me, that's where you ought to be." If you wish to give the man something from your backpack for his services, you can, or you can walk past him, ignoring him, and go down the tunnel.
Can I give him gold?
Yes.
I would like to provide him with some gold then.
Okay, however much gold you give him is up to you, but just deduct that from your adventure sheet, and we're going to turn to page 360. 360. Have we got any fighting fantasy fans in the chat? I think we're quite a small proportion. Or any tabletop RPG players, perhaps? Dungeons and Dragons fans? If you like that sort of thing, then I'm like 1 inch from my monitor. This is crazy.
I'm engaged.
After paying off the old man, you climb into the basket and you... Oh, thank you for the host, Az. And you watch as he tilts his head back up and shouts, "Pull it up, Ivy!" The rope goes taut and the basket rises jerkily off the ground. As you are hauled higher and higher, the old man calls out to you saying, "You'll like Ivy, she's a nice girl. We call her Poison Ivy." He starts to laugh uncontrollably and you wonder somewhat apprehensively just who is hauling you up. The basket goes through the ceiling and you find yourself in a small chamber, face to face with an ugly old female troll. Her face is hairy and covered with warts. Thank you for the viewer raid, Mr. Rocky King. How are you today? What were you playing? Were you streaming? Her face is hairy and covered with warts. With a huge hand, she reaches forward and hauls you out of the basket, which she then lets fall to the floor below. She grabs you round the throat and says in a husky voice, "I want paying too." Will you offer her something from your backpack, try to talk your way out of it, or attack her with your sword?
I'll offer her some gold as well.
Cool. 297. 297. Losing your hard-earned possessions is becoming a bit of a problem. Lose 1 luck point. Without even pausing to thank you, Ivy pushes you out of her chamber through a door in the east wall, and you find yourself standing at the end of another tunnel. That's not very nice, is it?
No.
Oh. Bloody hell. Thought she'd give you something.
I mean, I'd rather lose the luck than my life, I suppose, but even still.
The tunnel ends at a flight of stone steps leading down. From the floor below, you can hear the sound of barking dogs. Have you got an old bone with you?
Oh, I do not.
If you do not, turn to page 148.
Oh, this could be it.
Oh, there is nowhere to go except down the steps towards the barking dogs. You reach the bottom, and with your sword drawn, you face the 2 huge black guard dogs, which leap at you one at a time.
Oh, no.
So you've got to fight them one at a time.
Okay.
What's your stamina on at the moment?
12.
Okay, that's not terrible. You were playing GTA 5, role playing with partner friends. Oh, that sounds good. Oh. Thanks. Is that a compliment? I hope that's a compliment. Okay, so you've got to fight the guard dogs one at a time. The first guard dog has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 7. The second one has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 8. It says you may escape after killing the first dog by running east down the tunnel. Distract them with ketchup chips. Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
Okay. Let's battle, guys. So I am rolling for the dogs. If you're new here, I'm rolling for the dogs. Ram is rolling for himself. We roll until one of us dies. So after killing the first dog, you may escape. If you escape, you take a wound, which is 2 stamina.
Okay.
I have rolled an 11.
16.
You hit the first dog. It's down to 5 stamina. Ooh, let the dogs out!
Careless. Ooh, that's not good. 13.
I got a 12, so you hit it.
Oh.
It's down to 3 stamina.
Come on. 14.
I also got a 14, so nothing happens.
Ooh, 12.
I got a 15, so that one bites you.
Here. Come on, dice, be nice. Be nice, dice. 15.
I got a 12, so it's on 1 health.
That one fell off. There we go. And 15.
I got a 16, so that one bites you.
Double 6s.
I got
so
double
that
1s.
Is 20.
Yeah, double 1s. Terrible. But you do kill the first dog. Do you want to kill the second dog, or do you want to escape? Kill it or run away.
You know what? I think With 8 stamina left, it's probably in my best interest to save as much of that as possible. What do you think, chat? Should I kill the second one? Should we keep our sword high and fight the other dog, or should we run? Should we tuck our tail? Ninja says book it.
I'm loving all these emotes, by the way, guys. Thank you.
Escape. Run the frick away. Alright, it sounds like run's the popular choice. Peace was never an option.
Hi, Daz.
It seems like everyone's inclined towards run.
He still
I'm
takes.
gonna run. I'm gonna
he
take
still
chat's
takes
advice.
2 damage. Okay. So
I
you
still take the 2
escape.
damage, but I'm gonna run.
You escape, and you take 2 damage. It nips you on the
Yep.
ankles as you run away, and you're gonna turn to 315. But we're gonna, I think, pause it there. We're just gonna do a save point with the dogs.
Alright.
It's 2
So I'm at
hours.
8 skill, 2 luck.
Wow.
And no provisions.
Yikes. We're gonna head over to
I don't
page
think I'm
315.
not gonna last much longer.
315. You only need to hang on, what is it, 15 more minutes, I think. Did you die? No, he hasn't died. We've just done a save point. Okay, 315. The tunnel veers sharply to the left and comes to an end at a high wall in which there is a door. You hear a ferocious roar from the other side of the wall, and you wonder what gargantuan beast could make such a noise. Do you have some rope and a grappling iron?
I
believe-
only just have the grappling iron.
Yeah, just a grappling iron, no rope. If you do not have these items, you must turn to 245.
Shoot.
You have no choice but to open the door, as the wall is too smooth to climb. You take a deep breath, you turn the handle, and you enter a sand-covered pit. There, standing some 10 metres tall on its huge hind legs, in front of large double doors, is in the opposite wall, is an enormous dinosaur-like monster. It has a tough mottled green hide and a mouth lined with razor-sharp teeth. Its jaws open and close with bone-snapping power, and even you cannot help trembling as you approach it with your sword drawn. This is a pit fiend. It basically looks like a T-Rex, but it's called a pit fiend. Dana also died here too.
Oh yeah, I am right stuffed.
Yeah. It's got a skill of 12 and a stamina of 15. If you can defeat this, I will be amazed. Amazed. Are you ready to fight the pit fiend? I don't think
amazed.
the pit fiend doesn't wait for anybody, so let's go.
Let's just do it.
Unless I get really low rolls now.
Uh, 17.
I got an 18.
I think this is it. Go for the eyes, boo. That is a 16.
I got a 19.
And this is my last hit, chat. This is it. It all comes down to this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry, one fell off my
That's
desk.
okay.
18.
I got a 15. So you hit it, it's down to 13 stamina.
This is gonna be it. This is it. This is the one. 16.
I got a 19.
There it is. Yeah, I figured. I've been perished.
Oh man. I was really hoping that you were going to make it out. So that last attempt was 2 hours, 29 minutes, 31 seconds.
Oh, but what a good 2.5 hours it was.
You survived really well on that last life. Vicky always wins. I don't
I had a
always
lot of
win.
help.
No one's made it out so far. So we're doing a 15 episode season. This is going to be episode 13. So we are coming up to the end of the season, and so far no one's made it out. But I hope you had a good time.
Oh, I had a beautiful time. This was so much fun.
Oh, good. I'm going to give you
my
another
goodness.
shout out. Remind everyone what you do here on Twitch.
Perfect. Yeah, my name is I'm Dr. Ram MD. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I do everything from horror games to indies, from roguelikes to RPGs, from music performing to singing. The latter of which happened a lot more when we had Twitch Sings, and doesn't happen as frequently, but still is, here and there on my channel when I can.
Cool. And he is one of the nicest guys. For him, we started this at 7 a.m. his time, and anyone who gets up early in the morning on a Saturday to do this is good in my book. So thank you so much.
Adventure waits for no man.
Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, this whole format that you have here is an absolute delight, and I am impressed to no end at just the amount of polish that you put into this.
Oh, thanks.
Like, chat, if you even just look at the stream right now, from the timer to the layout to the music to the voices that Vicky's using, there is no end to the level of entertainment from Vicky's channel, and I am just honored to be a part of this in any small part. So thank you for having me here.
Oh, you are too nice. I'm afraid for the very last time, I'm going to have to give you the sad trombone. Thank you so much. I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'll let you get on with your Saturday, my darling. But it's been an absolute pleasure having you, and you did really, really well. Let me just check the leaderboard for you. I think that puts you... Oh, wow. You're not top 3. I thought you were going to get top 3. You are in fourth position. So you are in the top 5. 4th position for you, my darling. But yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye to you, and we're gonna end stream. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a great Saturday.
No worries. Stay awesome.
You too, my darling. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Oh, I feel sad. He didn't make it out. Oh, man. He got so close though. Vicky, can I draw you as an Among Us imposter? Thank you for the follow. Why are my alerts so weird on this one? What the heck? Let's just let's get those. You didn't see that. That was fake news. If only he could have had an extra life. You know what? He dragged out that extra life. He used it to its full extent. He did really well with that bonus life you gave him. So thank you, Corpsey, for that. Thank you for today's stream has been incredible. We've had the bonus life, we've had loads of bits, we've had raids, we've had cheers, we've had anonymous gift subs. What a great stream. Dr. Rand was a fantastic guest. If you enjoyed what you saw, just before you head off, if you want to go and check out my YouTube channel, there are other episodes. If you really enjoyed it here, you can go over to my YouTube channel and go and catch the rest of the season previous, and also the 2 specials that I did. So I did a Halloween special and I did a Christmas special, which is still probably my favourite thing I've ever done. That was so much fun. So if you want to go and watch them, or even just listen to them, like if you've got nothing else on in the background, it's nice just to listen to that. The next one is next Saturday. I've actually got another guest coming on, already confirmed. So next Saturday, 2 p.m. UK time. Thank you for the bits, guys. That's really nice of you. Next one is next Saturday, 2 p.m. UK time. I've got another guest coming on. I really want someone to make it out of my dungeon before the end. The longest survival time we've had is 2 hours, 41 minutes and 4 seconds. So that is the time to beat, or, make it out. I'd love someone to make it out. So yeah, please go and check out the YouTube channel. If you are watching this on YouTube, obviously hit that subscribe button, give it a little like, and maybe even a comment if you fancy. I'd love to know what you think of this. But awesome, thank you so much for everyone. So I don't tend to raid when I do these. I let you I let you go and be free and do whatever you want and go and view and what's the word that I'm looking for? Just go and be free and go and take in whatever content you want to take in. So I tend not to raid at the end of this. I let you go and do whatever you want. He sits and thinks about the first tricky decision for 2 hours. Oh, hey. No, I don't allow people to stall. I do push them along. You love the format. Thank you, chat, for all being hype and help. Chat was amazing today. Thank you, everyone in chat. You've been awesome. Thank you for Vicky for being the amazing being of compassion that you are. You are far too kind. Honestly, it was an absolute pleasure. So yes, without further ado, can you not raid someone else doing Deathtrap Dungeon? I wish, but no one else does it. No one else does it. This is kind of like, I wish more people would do it. Let me see who's on, just out of curiosity. But time to be all official and like. Let me just check who else is on. Nobody else is doing this. All the video games related to it. No, nobody does. It is very retro, it's very niche, and I like that. That's fine for me. So, Deathtrap Dungeon has claimed another life. No one has made it out. If you want to have a crack, I do have a guest for next week, but I have no guest for the big finale, which will be the following week. Niche is nice, yeah, it is. I'd love someone to make it out. Do you think it could be you? Maybe it's you. If you would like to have a go and we've got a good rapport already, then I tend not to take strangers on, just because we need to have a bit of back and forth and I need to know that they're going to be right for the channel. But yeah, if you're a friend of mine and we've had a bit of interaction already, feel free to DM me if you want to come on. I'd make it easy. All right. All right. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Thank you to Sirenscape for allowing us to use these wonderful sounds. Sirenscape is free, so if you want to have a lovely soundtrack for your RPGs, then just head on over to sirenscape.com. It is a brilliant tool to use as well. You died twice in the first 20 minutes. Yeah, you did. You died choking on the first die roll. I bet you wouldn't, Corpse. I'd love to have you on. Right, my darlings, I'm going to let you just be free and go and consume whatever content that you want to consume now and enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your weekend. And I'll be back on Monday with some boxing. We're going to bust away those Monday blues. And I tend to have my cam on in Discord for that. So anyone who wants to join me with some boxing on Monday, feel free to come by and do some boxing with me on Monday. Otherwise, join me on Tuesday for some Beat Saber. Have a good day. I will. Thank you, my darlings. Right, I'm going to head off. I'm going to enjoy some food and relax for the rest of the weekend. This will be on YouTube later this evening or tomorrow. Goodbye, my darlings. Thank you for everything. This has been an amazing stream. Thank you. Stay awesome. You too. You too. And I'll catch you next week. Enjoy. Bye, guys.